playing Cold War again.
Oh, those Germans and reliving the times when they got to use napalm on Americans.
What?
I don't know.
I think
Oh,
you
right.
got your history facts mixed up,
No,
man.
yeah, I forgot the Cold War is the war that doesn't happen.
It did happen,
No,
no,
I
but it
mean,
was
it
the
didn't have open conflict and
There
shit.
was no Flashpoint incident,
yes,
or
it was a whole lot of espionage and everything.
Yeah,
it
and
was
everyone's
a
like, oh,
Cold
nothing
War.
happened during the Cold War. It's like, yes, it did. You
I
just weren't.
mean,
Nobody paid
if
attention
if
to it.
if you look at how many times America almost nuked itself by accident during the Cold War, it's fucking frightening.
I mean, to
Like
be
they
Oh,
were literally.
The Soviets almost nuked themselves a bunch of times too.
I'm
isn't
pretty
there
sure everybody who did that for a while.
Uh,
isn't there a story about like a
England
false
also
reading
got
from
post-
Germany? Wasn't there a false reading in Germany where they basically
There.
were getting ready to push a button and then at the last second the dude was like, nah, and didn't
Yeah, there
and
was.
didn't
It
kick
was
it off?
in the
There's like a
American
famous one.
side. The American side on. So West Germany. Um, one of their like early ICBM warning stations had a malfunction, and it showed like 8 or so ICBM launches from Soviet airspace or from Soviet ground space. So they got the fucking oh god, what was it called? The Widowmaker jets and whatnot. Basically, the jets they had stationed at the time, they got them ready and into the air with nuclear warheads ready to strike. And then, like, while they were already airborne, it turned out it was, oopsie, it was just a malfunction. Don't start World War III, please.
Oh fuck! It's just German engineering. Stop! Stop! Stop!
I mean, there was one incident during the early Cold War where literally, while it was like the fear of nuclear war was like on such a peak that America had B-52s constantly circling in the air in like literally 24 hours and 7 days a week shifts with nuclear warheads just literally flying all week long, all year through, so that you could nuke Russia in case they started some shit. And apparently there was like a thing where a B-52 literally broke apart with like two nuclear warheads on board, hydrogen bombs at this point already too.
yeah, that was
And
the Broken Arrow incident over Alaska. As being from the Air Force, I know a little bit about its history. Yeah,
was it Alaska? I felt like there was more.
there's been 6 Broken Arrow incidents, public Broken Arrow. Ones that are known to the public that has happened in the United States. One was off the coast of Spain. One was in the Med. You have the one in Alaska, where that it broke apart near crap. Where's that place? I forget. But you've had a couple. You've had the one off of South Carolina. We had a Broken Arrow incident there.
Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of. I think that was just the most scariest one because the type of warhead they had on board was
Yeah, they were very sensitive and prone to impact detonations.
well that, and they were
That could have
they
been bad.
were designed to be simple upon release. That basically you just
Yeah,
have
the dummies.
to drop them, and through the rotation that the warhead experiences during the drop from the plane, it goes through its arming sequences automatically. So it went through like 5 of the 6 arming stages. So you almost dropped the Americans almost dropped the fucking like what was it, a 5 megaton bomb on one of their like own fucking cities by accident.
Look, if it
Yeah.
had happened over California today, nobody would bat an eye. Nobody would give a fuck.
I certainly wouldn't.
Helsinki, Russians almost nuked Helsinki accidentally when one of they were testing an ICBM with a nuclear warhead on top,
1 minute until we
and
start.
they weren't supposed to launch it, but they accidentally launched it. And then they sat there. When they detonated, it was over top of Helsinki, Finland. And luckily, just by chance, the air currents pushed the wreckage just back over the Russian border.
Nuclear warheads are scary.
Yeah. It's funny because Disney owns like 20 of them.
They own
Right.
enough They own enough fireworks, TNT, and Simtax to probably amount to at least a couple nuclear warheads.
Yeah, probably.
They're ready. their fireworks displays are so massive and they have to carry so many explosives that they are federally regulated by the Department of Defense.
Doesn't surprise me. I still think that if there was ever a corporation that would have its own private army, it probably would be Disney. Anyway.
No, Amazon would be the better possibility.
Who?
Amazon.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Although their
'Cause they do-
their
they do
casualty
global
rates would
shipping.
be through the fucking roof of this, right? Just of
They
people
do-
committing
they do
something
global shipping.
airstrike.
Either way. So, we are...
Just drones and shit.
Yeah,
Hold on.
I guess. But yeah, let's get started, shall we?
No,
Oh.
hold on.
Oh.
Fuck. I'm
What?
exiting my game now. Also, I wanted to show Saber something. Saber, do you like shotguns?
Okay, just don't forget
Sure.
to vote in the time change thing.
Where is it? Do you know Granddaddy?
Oh, yeah, you were. I'm just making sure, man. Good job.
Do I know what?
Do you know Granddaddy?
M1 Garano or something.
Is it
No,
on YouTube?
Yes.
I've heard of him. Yes.
Yeah, he always has these funny intros. This one is about the Genesis Gen 12. I fucking want that thing. For home defense purposes.
Entirely for home defense. Hey,
That's a nice auto
Bobby
shotgun.
here.
That's semi-auto, by the way. That's not full auto.
Oh,
Bobby
is he using a bump stock?
forever,
Nope. He just has great trigger discipline and Genesis Gen 12. It's basically a shotgun that has a AR
The
trigger group and
Forever
an AR
System
upper.
1d6. I
So
have
if you put a
no
magic
idea
race
what
trigger
that is,
on there-
Bobby, I'm sorry.
What?
Somebody in chat has asked, can you review the Forever System 1d6? Apparently it's $5 on Amazon. I'm gonna look into it.
Forever System 1d6, a d6 system.
I think.
That's old school Star Wars crap.
Yeah.
Star Wars.
The very first Star Wars role playing game was a d6 system.
And apparently it's like $5 on Amazon.
Let me pull up the
I
board.
made a d100 role playing game system.
Ever wanted a simple yet fun and easy tabletop roleplay game to get into? Well, here's your chance to get yourself or someone else into the world of RPGs. The Forever System is a honest to goodness 1d6 system. All you will ever need is a single dice that's 6-sided. Yes, that dice we use and see everywhere is going to cost you only pennies. All ages can play in any environment. All you need is your imagination, a little paper and pencil. That's what the book says.
Imagination, it was time for that.
It's like, nigga, I'm on a timetable. Oh, he's actually the writer of it. Oh, what's up, dude?
Is it? I'm not seeing the YouTube page. I don't have a link to it. Is it based off of the old D6 system?
I don't know, Bobby, if you're still in the chat, you want to answer that? Because I don't know, man. I'm as lost as you.
Because like with the way the old D6 system worked, basically the higher level you get, the more D6s you can roll. After each action, you have to take away a D6. So basically, when you're like low level, if you're like really good, you pumped everything like into say lightsaber combat, you would roll 3d6 on your first attack, and then the other person would roll a defense, and if you got a higher number, you hit. But then your second action, you would get to roll 2d6. And of course, if you want to do a third action, you'd only have 1d6, but you also have to save one of those. Like say you want to move, you have to take away like one of the dice. I mean that was like back early 90s Star Wars. I don't know. I think they use a D20 system now in Star Wars.
I could have sworn it was I thought Star Wars used a dice pool.
Well, maybe they do now. I'm not sure, but like I said, I probably still have it in my basement, but the original Star Wars was a D6 base game.
Mm.
I had myself a Jedi Jawa.
Oh, jeez. Anyway, so who wants to start with a background? Passed out. I'll join. Okay, glad to have you, Bianca. Right then. So, who wants to summarize what happened last session?
Not much. We fought
Nothing.
bandits.
Bandits.
Yep. Okay then. Fair enough. So then, you guys wake up, and to my understanding, you guys wanted to do something. So, if I recall, there is an announcement that needs to be made in character. Saber,
By
of course,
who?
as you have confronted the suspect in question. I guess I will throw the reins at you.
Did not. Just
No, I didn't. I had nothing.
I have an announcement to make. I feel like shit. That's not.
Do you have a cold?
To be fair, it would actually make sense for you to play as a sick person right now, considering things.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
What announcement is there to make? We are continuing on our journey.
I thought somebody wanted to make an announcement because that was my understanding from last session.
No. I DM'd you my thoughts on last game. I don't know if you got it or not.
Probably glimpsed it.
I wasn't planning for it to be an announcement, but that might be a good idea. Thanks, Brian. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Charles announces to the group that he feels like shit and that he's going to need to take residence in someone's tent. Of course, now having some form of authority, he's going to use it.
You can have the halfling's tent. Because the halfling is not here to say no.
What halfling? She got abducted by the celestial
purple
space baby. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, you've got the halfling's tent.
Yeah, there's just a tent. There's just a tent there.
All right. So then he just takes the mysterious spare tent.
Yeah. Although she
or at least investigates. So, I'm gonna see what that's about.
There's a whole bunch of girl stuff. It's really it's not built for your size, so your feet hang out underneath out of it. There's a couple of girl things in there, but you're like, oh, cool, fancy. So, well, not fancy, but you know, you're sick, so it doesn't fucking matter.
Nice.
As a point of order, I don't think it is smart that we let somebody who is clearly infected by some sort of disease make decisions for the entire group.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Did you want the tent?
I have a tent. I'm good.
Then why are you worried about him having a tent?
Because a sick person making irrational choices for the matter of all of us seems irrational?
True. If
Over a tent?
With a sick noble, somebody else could step up.
Does anyone else want a tent? I do not need a tent.
I mean, we've been on the road for a while.
Can have a tent.
Yeah, seriously. You guys all had the chances to buy a tent. You guys all just went, nah, it's fine. We don't need a tent. And then one of you gets sick. To be fair, nobody owns that tent, Cadus. It was just a tent that was set up here.
Or it was in the cart. One of the two.
Remember, Celestial Space Baby. It abducts people, and you immediately forget they exist. But most of their shit remains sometimes.
In the next town, we will purchase an extra tent if we ever get guests.
Sure.
Indeed.
Oh, wait.
What?
The wizard disappeared.
Which wizard? Again, there are other nobles that could easily step up to take his place. But yes.
So do we continue on to the town we need to talk to about the thing?
Yes. I figured that was just the plan. This is just something that happened halfway through. Because I had apparently misinterpreted something. Which I believe it's actually being left up to the other person in charge to make the decision on if they want to bring that up. Unless they forgot. Which is always a possibility. But yes, arriving at the city. It's one of the capital cities in the area. It is, to your understanding, the capital city. So it is busy as fuck. There are at least 100 people every, not even, like more than 100 people every fucking square block that you guys go. The streets are just more or less constantly filled with people, carts, paved roads, larger, about 2 to 3, not even 3 story, sorry, 2-story buildings, made of sandstone mostly. A couple of them have metal on the outsides to, in case, you know, for when things get bad. There's also security checks, but you guys are more or less able to get through those with relative ease, as you simply state, oh, if you don't believe me, ask the church. And a lot of people just go, yeah, no, fuck that.
Yes, we also have the official writ from the church as well.
Yeah, and anytime if somebody goes, oh, well, we will ask the church, and, like, start to pull you away, you guys just pull out a piece of paper and they go, well, fuck me then, and immediately leave. So yeah, you guys managed to get in there with relative ease, and without too much hassle. The city probably houses close to 1 million souls, you'd gather. And you've been sent there to find 7 of them. There are no...
Well, they're part of the court, so maybe we should talk to the court.
There is no set levels of districts. Stores are on more or less every other corner. And haggling is a big thing. Meaning, just because somebody says, this apple is worth 5 copper, you can simply go in a more friendly manner. No, no, sir. It appears that would be worth more of 3 copper. So haggling is expected. As for finding the court, that is a possibility. If you guys want to do shopping, that is a possibility. But on the surface, yes.
I will purchase a tent. Not for myself, but to have a spare tent. Just in case. And so it resolved the issue of the tent issue that we have. Because apparently among the organics, it is a contentious issue.
There's also a church every, oh fuck, I shouldn't have been able to hear that. There are, of course, also churches more or less everywhere.
Hey, the wizardry appeared.
Yes.
Are there any magical shops within the city?
Go ahead and give me... What role would that be?
Perception.
I'd say
Or
perception.
investigation.
Perception or investigation.
I am better at perception, actually. That's a 20.
Not?
No,
Okay.
dirty 20.
There are, of course, a few people claiming to sell magic items. You can always inquire at one of the 7 people that you more or less immediately see. There are a few established shops. And there's also the occasional elderly person, because it's always the elderly trying to sell stuff that may or may not be cursed. Or might not do anything at all.
I want to... Yeah, fuck the group. I want to go in one that seems the most established.
Alright. Yeah, you go into a nice 2-story building that appears to be rent, more or less. They own the 2nd floor. You go into the 1st floor, expecting a magic shop, and just find people selling fruits, carpets, and the like, and they immediately just start trying to push objects on you in a very aggressive manner until you just throw your arms up and like, hey, magic items. I would like get upstairs.
How tall is everybody here?
I think you're all relatively the same height except for the halfling.
I'm 8 foot. Remember?
And
Okay.
all of you
I'm
guys are
six-
freakishly tall,
I am
except for me and the
6'8".
halfling.
Oh, well, for everyone else that's around you, they're all about, like, 5 to 6 foot on average.
I'm 6'8".
Of course, everyone's human. And, except for the
No.
robot, he's just almost 7 foot tall, so.
Yeah. Well,
But yes, I should state that I am actually looking at a item list because I found this quite interesting when I played Pathfinder. They have a very interesting selection of tents and the like, so we'll be using that list for tents. So, in short, what
I
kind
do
of...
not wish to have a magical tent. I will go to a normal tent dealer if need be.
Yes, well, what size tent do you want is the question.
Human-sized tent.
That's very subjective, sir. Ma'am?
One that can fit a human.
How big of a human?
Average. As it is a guest tent. I do not need a tent.
Alright, so, he can offer you a small tent for 10... not 10, sorry. He'll offer it to you for 13 gold.
One second.
Alright, Charles. What kind of tent are you looking for?
A two-person tent should only cost approximately 2 gold. 13 gold is ridiculous. And I am on a mission from the church. I have a writ.
Like I said, I'm probably going to be using the Pathfinder's one.
Do you wish to displease the church? I shall deem you a heretic. I'll be right back. I must go to the church and submit that you are a heretic and do not wish to help the church.
Intimidation?
Do I get advantage on that? Come on.
Yeah. Actually, I'll roll to see how religiously devout he is, or if he is a heretic. I can see why you asked for advantage. I'll give it to you. Yeah, go ahead, roll again.
Rolling at advantage.
Well, it should have been advantage the first time, but... Yeah, no, he'll knock the price down to about 3 gold for you for a small tent.
3 gold is acceptable. You are no longer a heretic. The church thanks you.
He just slightly pushes his statue of Lenoir out of view. Of course I'm not a heretic. No, he wouldn't have a statue out there.
I have purchased a 2-man tent
Charles.
for guests that might join our group.
Charles.
Does this resolve the tent issue?
Charles. You said you were going
So
to go off and get a tent.
Yeah, because that was my plan before yeah, did anyone notice that I ghosted, or did that just...
I mean, I noticed.
Yeah, sorry, I had an emergency, but it's fine now.
Yes.
That was my plan. I was gonna go and I was gonna have to borrow one until we reached a place where I could purchase one, and then I go for one myself unless anyone stops me.
I mean, you can get a big
I have a tent if you wish to acquire it, but this is a guest tent. Do we need an extra tent for non-guests?
I mean, you can... There is a variety of tents that are willing to be sold. You've got small tents, medium tents, large tents, pavilions, hanging tents, fucking...
This is a 2-man tent.
You've got a collapsible bed. You can get yourself an actual cot, a hammock, or soap. And no, that's a one-person tent.
No, I requested a 2-man tent.
Oh, then that would
Yeah.
have been starting at 25. Actually, no, wait. Give me a
Gold.
sec. Give me a sec.
25 gold for a 2 minute. No, I will. I'm gonna deem him a heretic. I would not have bought price of a tent. This is just. I am not looking for extravagance. This is a guest tent. It just needs to be made out of something that is waterproof, like burlap.
Yes, it is a cheap one-person tent. They bought for 3 gold.
A 2-person tent. It only costs 2 gold.
Again, I'm using a different price sheet for the city.
I am not from the. I'm not from the city, so this is outrageous.
Yep, I understand.
I will.
You can
It's just a guest tent, so I have a cheap tent for a guest.
So, Charles, what are you doing?
Buying a nice tent for myself.
Alrighty then. Do you go to just a random place and ask for a tent?
I do warn him that the tents here are overpriced.
The robot says something, but of course you don't understand his poorness, so...
Okay, so
the
just ignore him, I guess.
The subhumans are talking.
Mm.
I am not human, nor am I subhuman.
Of course, he can't hear your thoughts, so he doesn't know what you're thinking.
No, I said that out loud.
So then.
In response to what?
Exactly.
Uh,
In response to what?
Yeah.
Mm.
Did anyone ask?
So then.
He's not listening anyway.
Browsing is pretty easily enough. You can get a collapsible bed, you can get a collapsible bathtub, bedroll blanket, folding chair, folding ladder, cot, hammock, soap, small tent, medium tent, large tent, pavilion tent, which pavilion tent or hanging tent. The pavilion tent can accompany 10 people with ease. While also having a large enough accommodations for a small fire in the center. Large tent holds 4, medium holds 2, and small/normal holds 1. And the hanging tent is something you can just more or less put in a tree or off of a mountain. It's like a teardrop.
Ready?
So then.
Guess I'll just take the one tent for, well, yeah, probably just the one tent for, I mean, how big is do I get to see the tents before purchase, or I would imagine not, but maybe?
I mean, do you ask?
Yeah.
Alright then. What tent do you want to say?
The one-person tent. I want to make sure it's big enough.
I mean, yeah, he takes it, fucking sets it up for you in about 20 minutes. Actually, he does have help, so he sets it up in 10. And just plops it in front of you. It's a single-person tent.
Alright. I assume I'm gonna fit.
Yeah, you fit. It's just not very roomy or comfortable.
Probably, it's your standard tent made for a medium-sized person. Is it waterproof?
It's one of those small child tents, essentially. They're not comfortable. There's not much to do. It's literally throw sleeping bag in there, lay in there, and hope it doesn't rain too hard.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sounds perfect. I'm taking it.
Perfect.
Assuming I'm also going to be getting a very comfortable sleeping bag to go with it. I'm gonna pay for a nice sleeping bag.
You could get a sleeping bag, you could get a cot, or you could get a foldable bed.
Would a cot even fit in this tent?
Yes.
Alright.
I think it's foldable.
How much for the foldable bed? I don't know if I'll want to get that, but I might get the cot, but how much for the foldable bed?
Oh, actually, I apologize. The cot and the foldable bed are the same thing. I was reading something. He tells you it's about 3 gold.
3 gold?
Mm-hmm.
3 gold plus how much for the single tent?
For the single tent, he is going to charge you 13, because he likes your face.
I apologize if you heard the birds outside. They're obnoxiously loud.
That's fine.
13 gold for a tent.
Yes.
Hmm.
This is a very fine tent, you see, sir.
Insight?
Yeah, go for it. I mean, he has better tents, but this one is a very nice tent. Granted, you're also buying the cheapest tent, so...
I mean, granted, yeah. Hmm.
Although, technically, it's not the cheapest. You could get a hammock.
Hmm.
Ah, songbirds.
I could.
Those aren't mourning doves. No.
I mean, I don't think Charles cares so much about the space inside as long as it's fortified and waterproof.
Yeah, no, it's waterproof enough. If
Enough.
you ask him about it, he'll just take a bucket of water and just pour it on top of the tent and just show, look, no water.
Great.
I mean, not a lot of water, but, you know, still a little bit gets in, but yeah, that's to be expected. They hadn't fully mastered waterproofing at this point.
So with insight,
You also get the feeling that you're supposed to haggle with them, which I had said earlier, which I don't know if was caught by everybody.
I didn't catch that. All right.
I caught that.
Haggle.
So he is offering it 13.
Hmm. Hmm. 13 does seem a bit of an unreasonable price.
Very fine tent, you see, sir.
Yes, well, for fanciness, perhaps another gold coin on top of how much the normal cost would be. 2 in total.
Well, in these lands, we take great part in selling our products at a higher price. After all, it is the capital of these lands. Not everything is going to be so cheaply made, and regrettably so.
Hmm. Where's my investigation? There it is. Okay. Hmm. Well, he did just dump a bucket of water on it, yeah?
Yeah.
Investigate. Will he allow me to examine it?
Yeah, sure.
Sure. I'm going to investigate the tent.
Yeah. No issues.
To see if I can look for any little. Pretty much just looking for any
You're just scrubbing it over
form of
with-
fault.
Yeah.
Any form of fault whatsoever, any minute downside to this thing.
Yep.
I think, I'm just now becoming aware that these are private. I don't think
No, that's fine.
I can change that, though. That's fine. I'm rolling privately, guys.
Yeah, everyone is. Well, they're supposed to. Everyone does except for Saber for some. Well, because Saber's using the workaround app of what's it called?
Yeah.
Yeah. You
All
look
right.
it over. It's a pretty solid tent. It's just not the best material you've seen. Is the problem. He's not trying to rip you off or anything. He's just expecting you to haggle. And when you haggle,
No.
you throw something overpriced
Yeah.
to get morons to
And
pay for
Charles is a brutal haggler. He's gonna look for any potential thing he can stab at.
You can
and-
easily just slap it a few times and be like over exaggerated. You see, sir, this tent intentionally trying to break it as you smack it.
Checks the disadvantage.
Basically. This tent right here could fit so much water inside of it.
I'm saying yes, disadvantage checks.
Oh yeah, he does actually.
Mhm.
Actually, no, that's a 9. So yeah, 13 is a very reasonable price, in fact, for this tent. I mean, you still are expected to haggle, though. You're not a moron.
Yeah.
but you are taking
No, of course
extra
not.
advantage. So
Hmm.
I could have sworn Bianca was supposed to be joining us. Like, what the fuck? Where the fuck is this bitch?
Simon, very good. Can you show
Hmm.
Hey, Brian, I'm going to attempt to do a whisper roll to you using the app.
Alrighty then.
Thank you.
I'll let you know if it goes through.
So right now, I'm not sure whether I should haggle at 5 gold coins, which already feels ridiculous, or 10.
Up to you. Yep, that went through privately.
Okay, I can now whisper rolls.
Hooray! I mean, you could have if it was set normally, but yay!
No,
Neat.
Roll20 is garbage.
Eh. I mean, the owner is actually, like, super fucking racist, apparently, and not in a good way.
We're all super fucking racist, man.
No, not in the fun way.
What did the owner do?
In the...
Racism is
in
always
the,
fun, though.
In the fuck white people, and you all are bastards in the full
Oh.
SJW racist way.
So that okay, yeah, I don't like that racism. That's
Yeah,
bad.
like I said, the non-fun racism way. Like, they're actual racists.
All right, fair enough.
$20 says they're black. Or $20 says they're white.
5 gold.
5 gold for this nice of a tent, young sir. I mean, look at you. You've been sleeping out in the wilds from the look of you. I'll say... 10 gold.
Done.
Yeah, you pay 10 gold. And now, I believe you're also looking at a foldable bed, too, yes?
I believe the price would be, for that would be 2 additional gold, yes.
It could be, yes.
Could be.
Although, you did purchase a very nice tent, so I would say, for you, a gold and 3 silver. Very fine price, I assure you.
Alright, sure.
Excellent
You'll
choice.
pay that then?
Yep, you're
Yeah.
now no longer sleeping on the hardened ground. You have,
3
by
silver.
far, the best bed out of your entire group. And a stable, very small tent that every time you wake up, you more or less almost stab yourself in the eye if you sit straight up. However, you are not sleeping on the ground, which is very helpful.
Yay.
Now,
Very
anyone else
helpful,
want to do
yes.
any shopping before I get onto the magical item bullshittery?
I would like to do some shopping.
Alrighty then.
I now have more gold than I've ever seen in my entire life. And I
Yes,
would like to go on a spending spree.
I would like to purchase your entire home. No.
I'm gonna go for a small
I know
money
nothing
shopping.
about money,
Yeah, go for it.
so I'm gonna buy some of that soap I've been hearing so much about.
Yes, you easily... Do you want a specific scent? Because it's like 1 copper piece.
There are more than 1 cent.
The person whose shop you walked into places a hand onto your shoulder, pulls you in close, and just starts showing you their entire store for an hour.
I'm fucking loving it. I think I'm gonna buy the entire thing with my 50 gold.
I mean, you could buy useful stuff.
Quick detective, I have fast
So yeah, how much soap do you want to buy?
I pick out like 5 different kinds of soaps. What else is there?
They've got soaps, they've got beds. Who is clicking loudly? Saber, did you change your microphone?
No.
Oh, well, for some reason we just heard everything in the background.
Sorry.
I have no idea why. It's not your fault. But I'll just turn it down for a little bit. It's fine. But yeah, no. He shows you a bunch of soaps. You can buy from this place specifically. He's also selling collapsible bathtubs. So that way you can actually use your soap.
Dude, that's crazy. What's a bathtub?
You're don't get out very much, do you, sir?
No, I'm out all the time. I think that's part of the problem.
I see. Well, a bathtub, you see, and he'll take it and put it together in front of you. You fill this with water, yes, rather than bathing in the filthy stream, where anything could easily swim up inside of you. You don't want an eel inside of you, do you, sir?
Kind of blush a little bit, and I'm like, oh no, yeah, those filthy streams, they're disgusting. I would never go in one of those.
Yes, you wouldn't want something like an eel or a fish floating up to you while you're enjoying a nice wash. Filthy
Yes,
creatures.
yes, quite.
Yeah. So with this, what you can do is you can fill it with water. You can even place it over top of a fire and heat it up and have yourself a
Oh
nice,
my.
warm experience while you wash yourself.
Well, that does sound quite extravagant.
Indeed.
How much would this amazing, I'm looking for big words, luxurious,
Grandiose.
yes, bathtub cost?
For you, my dear friend, and only you, 20 gold.
20 fucking gold for this, like, makeshift bullshit fucking, like, empty bed? No fucking way.
I mean, you're also a tiefling, and you also have the stigma of ill, tiefling, demon, gross, so.
Yeah. I kind of, like, drop all of the soaps, and I'm like, how much are these?
Oh, well, it's a single copper per bar.
That seems much more reasonable. I kind of pocket one of the soaps, and I like pay for like 5 of them, well, like 4 of them.
So you're gonna pay for 4 and try and pocket one?
Yeah.
Sleight of hand. I mean, you pull it off, as far as you're aware.
Right.
And you get away with only paying for 4 products.
All right. I kind of rush off, and I like start, like I don't know. I kind of like try and bite into one of them because it smells good, I guess.
I mean, it's animal fat, and it doesn't taste terrible. It just tastes like animal fat. It tastes like tallow.
Oh, well.
It tastes
But I
like
didn't overpay for
hardened
this.
tallow, so it's not really good, but it's not poisonous, so it won't kill you.
All right. I'm gonna rush off to the group.
Theoretically, you could use it to start a fire, and it would smell like bacon. It'd smell like bacon and oils.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I'm done shopping then.
Yeah, who do you let know that you have purchased soap?
I guess I kind of like try and like I try and like gloat to Charles about it. I'm like, haha, look who's fancy now. I have soap.
Charles, you're approached by the tiefling, and he rubs his soap in your face. Kayla, you back? I take it that they are not. Anyone else needs to get any shopping out of the way?
That's pretty much all he says.
It smells quite nice. In fact, what scents did you pick, Ripley?
I don't know, whichever ones he offered to me.
There's lavender, there's a whole bunch of flowery ones, there's ones that are tempting to smell like fruits that you've never heard about, like banana. The fuck's a banana? There's
Sounds
also,
almost phallic.
yeah, there's ones that smell like apple cinnamon, and one that just smells like a campfire. He's
Yeah.
got a wider range of soap scents. He's been at it for
Yes.
years.
I'm showing them all to Charles.
So the tiefling more or less just starts to just undress all of his fucking load on dude. Just like, oh look, I got this soap and this soap and this soap and this soap.
Sure.
And it's made of animal fat, so you can eat it.
Charles, have you even heard of such a thing? This place is amazing.
Gonna discreetly make note of his favorite soap out of the voice collection before he goes and gets one for himself, because I just didn't think to do that
Yeah, you
for
go
some
off,
reason.
you go off and buy yourself things. So
Yeah, that'd be just one copper, right?
yeah,
Cool.
one copper piece for an entire bar of soap.
Cool. Soup.
Kaylee, are you back yet? Well then, so while we're waiting on Kaylee to get back, anything else the rest of you guys would like to do? I believe Saber
I think I'm
says
done.
he has a heretic to report.
No, because never mind. I took care. I got my tent. I got the guest tent. That should prevent any more issues with people.
And then somebody else immediately bought a tent because fuck your charity.
I still think we need a guest tent.
Yeah, that was Charles' reasoning, pretty much.
Cadis,
If we're gonna have a guest tent, it'll be for a guest. He prefers to get one
how
himself.
broken up are you looking about being poor? We just say on a scale from 1 to 10. How upset are you about not being able to shop? Is your character?
I'm back.
Hello. Give us a second, because I was gonna jump to you, but you weren't there.
Hello.
Hey, Bianca's here too. Sickly Shoku. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I'll say the moth goes with you, Cadis, to look at magic items because she wants some stuff too. And she's also carrying a very large bag of gold, which she asks you to hold on to. There's about 400 gold in there. But she has very small arms, so she gets tired of carrying it and just asks you to hold on to it for her. But yes, Kaylee, as you have the store to yourself, there's a simple young man wearing a turban around
Who's
his head.
Kaylee?
Right, sorry. Eve, there is a rather younger fellow, not young, but like mid-age, maybe 30 or 40, wearing a turban and rather nice silk robes, missing 3 of his teeth, and a very crooked mustache, sitting at his desk, not at a desk, but at a counter as he seems to almost be expecting you as you approach. As you
Yes.
go up the stairs, as I have to look at your passive to see if you figure out how he did
14.
that. Yeah, you actually look, and there's actually a mirror just ever so slightly placed at an angle up at the top of the stairs that allows him to basically see who's coming up the stairs from his position.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's like, I've been expecting you. It's like, no, you weren't.
Right. I will approach him and say, greetings. I'm looking to acquire magical items, if you have any.
What, pray tell, type of magic are you looking for?
I want to say 3 fields of magic. I'm looking for either things that increase the ability to defend myself, that gives extra protection, or things that help me to move more stealthily and sneakily, or things that I can use at range, preferably bow weapons of a magic nature.
Yes. Well, I do happen to have in stock today a rather nice set of boots, if you'd ever be so interested.
What do they do?
Well, you know how the elfin folk, yes? How they
Yes.
dance on the winds almost beneath their feet. We
Yes.
have boots made specifically to imitate them as closely as possible. If you
How
would
much?
perhaps be interested. For you, 650.
And what do they do specifically.
Mechanically, you mean?
Yes,
Boots Velvenkine.
I figured. Now I have to look up what they actually do.
I'm pretty sure it just gives you, like, advantage on stealth or something.
While you wear these boots, your steps make no sound regardless of the surface you're on. You also have advantage on dexterity stealth checks that rely on moving silently.
I have to actually check to make sure
Yeah.
I'm not underselling this, but I will stick with 650.
Actually, you're overselling it like shit because it's item rarity uncommon, which means that the base price would be 50 gold.
Yeah. But, again, haggling is a thing.
It's not a price of over 1,000%.
Then call him on his bullshit.
I mean, would I know that?
Arcana check.
Arcana. Oh yeah, I guess. That's a 0 on my modifier at least. It's a 9.
You get the... You've seen people walking around with magic items before.
Mm-hmm.
And based off your knowledge, you know it's not 600. But you just can't place where it would fall. Is the problem.
Hmm.
At this point in time, Cadus and the Moth would be just gently... Well, the Moth would be hopping up the stairs, and Cadus would just be taking, I assume, 2 stairs at a time.
Now, that's a bit much. And how do the boots look? Do they look pristine or?
They're very nice boots. They're
Okay,
actually
so they're, like,
very...
not worn
they,
or
they don't
anything.
even have a single scratch on them, or stain of blood even.
You see, I've happened to know my way around the elven kind a bit
How did I
myself,
know you were going to say that?
and we both know that these boots are not nearly, while extremely useful, they're not nearly as valuable as you make them out to be. So I will offer you 100 gold in return.
A tempting offer.
Still
But if
double
you
the
look
price
very
of-
closely, my friend, look how fine the leather of these are. The coloration can be adjusted too with an easy wave of the hand, and Hull just wave his hand over it and turn them purple. Very fashionable, very designable, very
110.
personable. Yes, just an easy color tint. Behold, this is clearly worth more than that.
Is this a great Is this a great time for me to jump in? Because Charles is thinking of looking into magic items himself.
You are currently purchasing a 10. Cadus,
Cor-
however,
oh, at this
Cadus
time.
and the Moth
Fair
there,
enough.
however, are there. Unless Alba would also like to be there.
Who to want? Does anybody want to help me haggle?
The Moth will just walk up to you. Hello.
Hello.
And she'll stare at the boots. You buying those?
I would like to.
Ah. They look really nice. They are.
Yes.
How much? For you. He points to Eve. I will give them to you for 150. And I'm gonna have her make a check, actually. Yep, Cadus, yes. The Moth will actually tug on your sleeve a little bit.
On mine?
Yes.
What's up, Ava? Elva? No, what's her name?
Uh,
Elva. It is Elva. I remembered it.
yes, it is Elva. Nope, Cadus is saying something. I don't want to give out more information. into. Oh, okay. I apologize. I didn't see that. The moth will actually ask, "Are they made of genuine elf leather?" Which I'll let you make a check for that, Eve, if you want to try and figure out what the fuck that even means. As the shopkeep gladly says, "Yes, they are made of genuine elf leather."
What check would that be?
I would say, as you have some knowledge of what leather making is. Wait, do you? Do you have leather working tools?
No, I have thieves' tools.
Okay, then, so that won't be an advantage. You can make a survival check, as you have a vague idea of what leather is, or of how to make leather.
I mean, if it's based on survival check, my survival is really good. Do I get advantage because she's helping me?
No, she gave you the opportunity to make the check at survival
Okay.
instead. That's what she did.
19.
Elf leather is leather made of elf skin.
I could have told you that without a check.
Yes, but this confirms it. As elf leather could have also implied something that elves specifically make.
Is it actually, though?
Yes, he tells you it is.
Yeah, but is it actually?
Well, how do you want to go about investigating that?
I guess investigation or perception.
I was talking
be
about.
more
No, how
perception,
does
I
your
guess.
character go about doing it?
Well, they're sitting on the counter, I presume.
Yes.
I want to just inspect them closely.
Yeah, you take them, you look them over a little bit. It's certainly some kind of leather, but visually you can't really tell. No, actually, no. With that survival check, you are able to tell, due to the texture, the feel, the smell. Do you lick them?
No, I'm not a savage.
Okay. But yeah, due to those, it does smell awfully familiar. All these do tick a lot of boxes for of elf.
Right.
However,
Tell you what, I'll give you 115 and you make them black.
deal. And he waves his hand over him and turns black.
Very good. Stupid.
Black elven boots. I'd also like to remind you, racism is a huge thing and does affect your haggling ability. Or, for that matter, what the starting price of anything will be.
Right.
The more you know.
But now I have boots of Elvenkind. Wait,
Yes.
in the compendium.
And best part is, they aren't attunable. You don't need to attune to them.
Right, that's the thing. God, how many things can you attune? Because that was
3, unless you're an artificer, then it's 5.
Actually, no, if you're an artificer, it's 8.
wasn't it also
That's
dependent
true,
on
that's
like
really
your wisdom modifier? How many things
Nope.
you can?
No,
Okay.
unfortunately not. If it was, it probably would have also been intelligence-based, but no, unfortunately.
Fair enough. I mean I have none, so that's fine even if it was.
If I'm still too early in my fucking DMing, I guess career is what you would call it, to really start homebrewing too hard on that type of stuff. I'd have to look at it more and play test it some more, but for the time being, 3 should be enough.
It's ridiculous how easy you can get items to give you advantage on stealth. Like, I'm going to be a fucking ghost from this point on.
I mean, I was planning to give you different boots, but sure, I'll just rework it. It's fine.
Just kind of hoping there was a stealth cloak, but hey, fine, works either way for me.
I'll figure something else out later. It's fine. Actually, I just thought of an even better item I could give you for your magic item. Wait, don't worry.
Anything else of the? Because I told him like 3 subjects. Like either like enchanted bows or arrows.
He doesn't sell enchanted weapons, but he can make them. He can enchant them for you.
Ooh, what enchantments does he offer?
Increased damage and elemental mostly.
How much is that?
Both of them have the base price, are just base price magic, or +1 items. So 500.
Fuck.
I think that's what it was. 500 is +1, yeah? +1 sword,
Uh,
500. Yes, yes.
Theoretically, if it's uncommon, yes. For weapon enchantments, uncommon is 500.
Well, there you
Base common is 50, and then it always goes up by a 0, basically.
Yes. So yeah,
All right.
for
Well,
500 whole and change shit.
you don't happen to have any jobs, any business opportunities that you need to get done in order to hand those off, or at least give me a discount, do you?
I work, you pay, give me money and discount. Hey, it's a 5-figure discount for workers, right? No, fuck off. It depends. What can you do?
Well, especially now, I'm even more sneaky and stealthily than I usually am. I'm pretty good at finding things and relocating things.
I'm good at stealing.
But that's not what I said.
It's the equivalent, though.
You take that as you want.
No, he informs you that at the time being, he does not have any jobs that require more your dexterous hands. At the time being.
Very well. And anything on the protection side of things?
Again, +1 stuff, but outside of that, he's actually going to insight you.
Insight me.
Mm-hmm. He's going to eye your bow for a second. You wouldn't perhaps be interested in being a better shot, would you?
I'm already a pretty good shot, but
But you could always be better. As he places braces of archery on the table.
ooh. What do those do?
Give me a moment and I will read it to you word for word.
I mean, I can look that up. I'm just asking the guy.
Well, you see, these will make sure that your hits land more efficiently and hurt a lot more. With a bit more force behind them. It gives you +2 to all ranged attacks and damage rolls.
And damage. Ooh. Ooh.
Oh, wait, no, you gain plus the damage rolls only. Okay, sorry. But still, +2 to damage rolls.
How much?
For you, for repeating customers, I will say 105.
Say, because I am willing to engage in business opportunities should the need arise later on, and I'm always willing to pay as long as I have the funds. Say 75.
90.
82 and 3 copper.
That's such a specific number.
It's the only copper I have.
82 and 5 silver.
I don't have any silver on me.
Very well. I'll take it for the copper.
Very good.
And you get the bracers of archer.
And I no longer have the stupid copper, and now I only have 121 gold left, so
Hell yeah.
that was efficient. I am happy.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
You now have stealth advantages and
Bonus damage.
yeah.
So, did he give a price on enchanting weapons?
Yes, it is a standard 500.
Jesus Christ.
It's the base price for a magic item of that quality.
That's the +1, huh?
Yeah, that's a +1.
Okay.
That, like, I'm not, like, as fun as it is to haggle with other magical items, the base enchantment stuff, I'm not haggling on that shit.
Okay.
But yes, eventually you all can make your way to there. Cadus, did you want to do anything?
Oh,
I believe you were.
We're near enough money to do anything.
Well, I can sell you this. I can sell you this arcane focus of your choice that will improve your magic qualities by a sufficient amount. For you, nobleman, I would say... I'll sell it to you for 112. Robot and everyone else can easily make their way to the store if they wish to, while Cadus is typing.
What store is this?
Magic store. Second floor. On
I'm
top
gonna
of
go there.
top of the
but
top of the commons store.
I'll go there.
Yeah.
But once
It will make you a more efficient wizard. Mechanically, it's a +1 arcane focus. Meaning everything you do involving magic happens at +1. Everything.
Wait, for what? 150?
The advantage of being human.
Like, he is actually, like, it's like minus 300% of the base price. Well,
Wait,
I get,
so-
like,
The human can get a enchantment for 150.
Yes.
Okay, then we can easily work this out. Everyone just give the weapon to our soul human, and we get all of our enchantments done.
It is for the focus only that it is the +1 to everything, yes. When I say everything,
all I
mean
want
everything.
is a plus. Yeah, I just want a +1 weapon, and that's 150, right?
If you just blatantly hand it to Cadus and say, argue this for me, he's not going to give you that. Because you're doing it in front of him and he's not retarded.
I'm not going to do it in front of him. I'm completely talking out of character right now. If that's the case, then we can, all of us who need something can work things out.
You could, theoretically.
And if he has issues, we just show our writ that we're working for the church.
You could, theoretically.
Getting 83 cents. It's not for everyone. So we can try this. Sure, Doctor, to find out it's right.
I did warn you guys. This place is racist.
This man gets after work. You must be at least every 3 months.
Well, I've technically haven't even gotten to the store yet.
Yes. So you aren't
So he
aware,
has never.
you aren't
he's
even
never
aware
seen-
of this deal that's happening either.
Once he comes out and we realize the deal, then we'll just work it out for brevity's sake.
Unless
Because I'm not
Cadus
gonna.
doesn't say anything. Yes, it does, Jackbat.
All right, just checking because I kind of just assumed it was both, and I didn't question if that was even
Well,
possible.
no, the thing is, you, with arcane focuses and the like, you only need one to basically cast from both. If you multi-class, you can do it with both things, if I recall correctly.
Cool.
However, yours would need to basically be entirely touched up, so that's gonna take more time. Would like to look over to the focus closely. Yep. What do you want to examine about the about the focus exactly? Problem is, I only have one of these, and I've been trying to sell it for a while, you see.
Who did you mean?
For Cadus.
Okay.
Alba, you arrive at the magic store. Yeah, go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
Just,
I
who's,
mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's not cursed. Although there are a few other items in his store that are cursed. But it is not cursed, and it is simply just a +1 arcane focus. I'll say 83. I don't want Cadus to constantly have to be typing all day. Deal. Alba, would you like to buy anything while we're here?
I did send you DM, but when she gets in, she's not gonna buy anything, but start like picking up items. She's wearing gloves, of course, and examining them.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I could steal this. I could steal that. Yes.
No. She's every time she's finished examining one, she'll just put it back where she found it.
The moth, by the way, currently is already just holding a jar with a lot of holes and corks in it and just smiles at Katie. He already did.
A bottle of... Wait, did you buy potions?
No, it's a single large moonshine jug with a lot of holes drilled into it with a bunch of corks sticking into it as well.
Ooh,
What kind of fucking item is that?
It has mayonnaise in it!
What?
She pulls out a cork and empties about 4 gallons of mayonnaise onto the floor.
Oh no, it's an alchemist
It's like an
jug.
alchemy jug, yeah.
Oh no.
The store owner, in horror, stares at the large mess that has just been made on the floor.
Oh right, because for some reason you can make like 5 gallons of mayonnaise with that fucking thing.
And she just emptied 5 gallons of mayonnaise onto his floor.
You could only do that once a day though, so you just wasted the charge. Oh no, fucking Alva. God damn it.
Yep. Yeah, Cadus just immediately starts casting prestidigitation as the man just stares at, like, what the fuck have you just done to my precious floor?
Which is like for fucking 5 gallons of mayonnaise, it's gonna take you literally hours because prestidigitation is not just snap your fingers and everything disappears.
Nope, I think it's about a foot space, if I recall, or 5 foot space.
Yeah, but it's only dirt. It's like only meant to take off a layer. So if you use that, it will literally, you have to cast it probably hundreds of times to get rid of 5 gallons of mayonnaise.
Oh, it's only a cubic foot. Oh no!
Yeah, that's not a cubic foot of material. That is the space, like the surface of a cubic foot.
Yeah, I know. So it's only 1 foot at a. It's essentially like 1 cube, 1 square foot at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no!
Well,
You know,
you guys have fun with that.
because Elva's not that retarded, I'll just say it. She only dumped about 2 gallons of mayonnaise, just so you guys don't immediately get executed. But he will snap his fingers. Melee. But that's also spread out as it's not a solid object, so that that 0.67 cubic feet would spread out.
Yeah, and again, it's not that you immediately remove a cubic foot of material. It
Could
is
you
just
imagine
a
that?
cubic foot that is just the surface of one.
Could you imagine if it just came out as a solid cube of mayonnaise?
Chunky.
Just a chunk of mayonnaise. What, you guys don't like your You guys don't like your milk chunky?
I don't like mayonnaise in general.
Yeah, me neither. Never really had the taste for it. But yeah, he eventually snaps his fingers, and the spell Unseen Servant basically just starts mopping up the mayonnaise and squeezing it into another jar. It's like, what? Fuck it, I'll sell this to somebody. It's magical mayonnaise, only used once. We'll find a use for it. We'll put it on his fucking sandwiches if he has to.
Yeah.
Outside of that, yeah, she doesn't really buy anything else.
Eva's just gonna look at the group with like everybody. I think it's everybody in the. No, wait, Ripley is missing, but we have everybody but Ripley, right?
More or less, yeah.
God damn it! It's just face palming, standing in corner, like just going. What? This is why people think we're not normal.
Damn it, Alva, this is why people think we're retarded. What? I mean, I could have.
Fucking-
I didn't want to use the honey. As she pulls off another cork and the honey starts to slowly drip out.
have a moth that throws shit everywhere. The Warforged that.
Man,
I don't really have any problems with the Warforged. He is doing his job. You know, he's a Warforged. What do you expect?
He's just autistic.
We have a fucking a wizard that fucking look at him. I'm afraid that I'll get syphilis just from looking at him. We have the fucking other guy that fucks his dog. Where is that dog anyway? I haven't seen that in like a couple days.
I haven't seen that in a few sessions. No, it's just right next to him.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Lupa's just sitting.
We're
in the
not.
cart. Yeah, anytime the cart moves, Lupa just sticks their head, even though it's an open cart, out of the cart and just sits there and enjoys the breeze. Because dog. But if nobody else needs to purchase any magic items,
I'm good. Hey, I just wanted advantage in stealth checks, so I'm happy.
and you have a +2 on attack. Well, 2 damage, not attack.
Damage. Dude, I already have a +8 on fucking dexterity attacks, so
Well, there you go.
I don't need any more.
I mean, if you got a
Otherwise-
if you got a +2 weapon, that would basically be plus fucking 10 to hit. And plus.
No, it's +6. Never mind. It's +6, not 8.
Oh, so only +6? Oh,
Yes.
pleb.
It's almost like I'm very dexterous.
fucking pleb. Oh. What, Bella?
Just Kay just going around being like, "Oh hey, these are friends. Don't fuck them over, please. I know they're not humans."
Let's see. How
We are also working for the church.
how racist is this man? Oh wait, Warforged aren't a race, so they're barely sentient. So he's just gonna look at you like you're retarded as you say that you're friends with a Warforged.
I show them that this Warforged is working for the church.
Yes, you're constructed to work for the church.
I was not constructed by the church, but
Yes.
that is neither here nor there.
You
I am working for the church, and I am willing to pay for enchantments on weapons at the same reasonable price you did my friend,
I get
as we are all working for the same cause, are we not?
Ah, you see though, I work for the Mages Guild, not the church.
Yes, but the Mages Guild's existence relies on the church as a symbiotic relationship that we all share.
Never said friend.
How much are you willing to pay for a enchantment of a longsword?
The base
A
price.
simple one.
The base price is 500.
Yet you have sold it for under that, much
Well,
under
I
that.
already
Just, 5
had.
gold.
You see, enchanting an item specifically will require time, and time is money, my friend. I had the arcane focus already made, as I've gotten myself a better one. And of course have no pupils to pass it on to, nor do I plan to have children. Filthy creatures.
I
He,
do not have children.
he stares at Alba as he says, filthy creatures.
Hmm.
So the base price for working the material is 500.
Understood.
Alba, of course, puts 300 gold on the table.
And I can put 200, but I'll be broke after that.
Is this enough?
I put the other 200. There was 500 gold.
Bella, don't
That should
eat,
meet your.
don't eat the matchbox, please. Thank you. Sorry, my cat's trying to eat a box of matches. No, wait, now she's just licking duct tape. What the fuck? How's this? You do work for the church. You do work for the church. I'll be kind and give it to you for 400. So you both keep 400. You both keep 50 gold. Although technically, Alba could get more because she did cough up more of it, but or not Alba, Elva. Fuck. Too many of you with similar names.
One has a B
Yes,
and one has a
sure.
V.
Just shorten one of them.
Yep.
Like Al or L.
Elva actually does admit that she does have more money if you guys want to get more stuff, and as she has a poor concept of cash, as it's quite easy to figure out, she actually probably.
Well, one plus one longsword will do fine for now. It's just that we have faced creatures where the weapon didn't do as much damage as it should have been doing. And I'd like to have something to rectify that.
DM, I sure hope you don't throw. Now that I've gotten a +1 item, I sure hope you plan to throw creatures with magic resistance.
You've already thrown creatures with. You've already thrown creatures with. Well, creature magic resistance does not change.
Well, not magic resistance, you know what I mean, but that have invulnerability, that are only vulnerable to things that have enchantments on it, which I haven't thrown those at you yet.
Yeah, you have.
Not in this campaign.
Yes, you have. You didn't. You might have not known it, but you have.
No.
Yeah, because our weapons were not doing as much damage as they should in the cave.
That was damage type.
But the magical item would have foregone that. The magical item will just cause the damage.
Also, yeah, I guess the vampire, I guess.
Yeah,
But you guys didn't
the
really
vampire.
fight the vampire. You guys just kind of ran from that.
Well, yeah, but this will make it a little bit better. Help in a fight like that.
Oh, I'm not saying it won't. I'm just trying to fucking figure out what the fuck is even going on right now. 'Cause my brain just stopped for
What?
5 seconds.
Didn't 5e change it though later on that like vampires and werewolves and werebears and shit like can only get full damage from silvered weapons?
Silver technically counts as a magic weapon.
Silver or magical items.
Yeah.
Was it or? I thought it was only silver.
I like the idea
Alright.
of it being only silver, personally. But the whole reason was silver was seen as magical and blah 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 blah. We're not getting into that. But yes, you guys get your shopping on, and nobody has been branded a heretic or a thief because nobody was caught being a thief.
I didn't steal shit,
I know. I'm not talking about you.
but now I am because I have advantage and stuff.
I'm going to steal everything from you.
Where's Charles?
Vampire's resistance is necrotic, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical weapons. They are vulnerable to silver, or not silver. They're not vulnerable to silver, but I think werewolves are vulnerable to silver, so that means it's automatic critical damage. Let me double check though.
Yeah. Anyway.
No, vulnerable means double damage.
Yes. Anyway, point is, you guys are done shopping, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
What now?
Where's Charles? I need to try these boots.
Charles,
God.
you do eventually arrive at the store, while the lolly starts banging on the table like a retard, apparently?
No, it was just me a reaction to the guy calling me a filthy creature.
I asked you a question
I didn't actually.
before I do anything else.
I mean, you can ask him. He does have weapons of that type on display.
That my question in DMs.
He does have those weapons on display.
Well, that's not what I was asking.
Yes, he has those weapon types on display.
Cool.
However, your entire party is now
then.
currently located in the store. So, unless you want to somehow silently communicate to the shopkeep, what do you want?
Do I see Charles walking in?
Yes, Charles has walked in.
As I
Actually,
turn to leave-
because you know of the mirror, you actually see him coming up the stairs.
Right. As he comes up, I'm like preparing to leave the store, and I'm just going to lean into the shopkeep and I say, I know you prefer humans, but the next one that's coming up the stairs, I'm pretty sure is suffering from a severe case of syphilis, so I might be careful. And then I leave.
Yeah. Persuasion.
Sure. It's actually not a bad
Jack,
step for me. Come on.
He has those items on.
I was asking about Charles, not the shopkeep.
Oh, if you would have one. No.
Yeah.
No. He does have
I
shopkeep
thought
has
with
one.
the wording that you would be able to tell.
No, sorry.
All right.
I have to quick read. The man simply just kind of looks disgusted for a moment, like, ugh, gross. But he realizes, wait, I do magic. I don't get sick.
Still, it's my point is it's a human, but it's a filthy human. Also, a filthy human that claims to be a noble.
Also, still gross.
Yep.
Wait.
Still
Oh, I thought.
Everyone's
So-
just trying to give Charles just a big fuck you sandwich.
He already has disadvantage on his fucking checks, so hey, might as well drive up the fucking AC for the persuasion checks.
Yeah, sure, give me a sec.
Damn.
I mean, I might be a filthy tiefling, but from now on, I'm a cleanly filthy.
Yeah, I've got soap now. And I know how to put together a fucking disassemblable tub.
Oh, really? You bought the fucking collapsible bathtub?
No, he didn't. He just knows how to put it together, though.
Such a stupid item. Why does that even exist?
Because it exists in Pathfinder, I thought, oh, that's a cool thing.
Yeah, doesn't that even also weigh like 50 pounds or some shit? Like, it's like incredibly heavy.
It's 20 pounds, actually.
Hmm.
Considering what it is of an iron ring, it's basically half of a barrel, so...
Yeah,
It's basically
I mean,
half
still,
of a barrel that's meant to be taken apart, so... But yes, Charles, you make your way up to the stairs, very sickly, as in the manner of which you go.
and slowly at this point too.
Yes, quite slowly. Kaylee is eyeing you as you
Eve.
Eve has been eyeing. Everyone else can notice that Eve has been eyeing the stairs where Charles eventually appears. Before I assume looking away. Cadus leaves the store, however, and with his new thing in hand, and goes to find his way to the church, leaving all of you filthy plebs Behind. Filthy non-humans. So, Charles. Everyone's staring at you.
Great. Going to ignore everyone. Address the keeper of the shop.
Charles now
Ask
has a
him
10.
about.
No.
And now have what? Huh?
Bianca had asked if you had a tent yet, and I had to inform her that you are now carrying a tent on your back.
I got it. But I'm carrying a tent. That is a good point.
I mean, unless you want to throw it on the unguarded cart, being protected only by Lupa.
Does it look like Saber's carrying a whole lot?
No, Saber, are you carrying a lot?
No, I'm carrying much at all, but I am not a pack mule.
It's almost like I'm carrying nothing at all. Nothing.
Cool.
At all.
You protest this as Charles kind of just flops it in your hands.
I will flop it into the cart.
You drop it on the ground? Is that what you said?
No, I will place it in our cart.
Oh, so you're ready to go downstairs then?
Oh, you just going to put it in my hands?
Yes.
Defend?
You were both on the second floor. He walked in, placed it in your hands, and then walked past you without saying anything. How does
The glow of my eyes narrow. I walk back over and I hand it back to him.
I was gonna say, I hand it to the shopkeep. How much?
Yeah. How much for this tent? I'll give it to you for like 5 silver.
I mean,
Hands it back to me.
I was
Charles
totally
just-
prepared for this.
Okay.
I am not your pack mule. I hand him back the tent. Or I prop it up so it's like leaning against his back or something, and then I walk away.
You go downstairs because fuck you.
Yes, I got what I wanted. I now only have 8 gold to my name
Oh. It's less than I have.
to get my +1 longsword.
Elva, in the meantime, while everyone is just pondering things, just keeps on converting gold into silver, into copper, and then back to silver, and then copper, because she's a spurg and doesn't understand anything.
I mean, if she's willing to buy me another one, I'll take a magical warhammer.
No, she doesn't have that much money.
Okay.
She pulled 2 crowns out of the fucking Dutch bag of the tricorder Dutch hat, which is the only reason why she had like plus 300 gold on her.
Oh, yeah. That's the same reason I had so much money on me, because I also got 2 crowns.
Although that does raise the question: you could sell him the tricorder Dutch hat.
Didn't we get rid of that?
No, you
someone was holding on.
You guys threw it into the fire, and then after the fire burnt out, it was completely untouched.
So
Right.
how much would we get for it? We can sell it and maybe get another magic item out of it, or do a trade.
Well, above game, I can't say anything because I'm just bringing that up as a suggestion or an idea.
It's gonna fuck us. You know it's gonna fuck us if we keep using it.
Yes, it will. And I say we sell it to the. What would we want for it?
Well, the question is the money that we can make with it worth how much it's gonna fuck us in return if we keep using it?
Well, if it does what we think it does, we already got 4 nobles
5.
pissed off.
Actually, no, wait, 7.
Yeah, but they
7
don't know that
nobles
it was
pissed off.
us, right?
That's why it's best to sell it now and take our losses.
Yeah, but if we keep moving, how will they know? Because I assume it's always like from the local surrounding area. So if we just don't visit the same place twice,
That's true.
they'll never catch us, and we can keep making money with it.
So, what's the decision?
I want to pull 5 heads out of it.
Go ahead.
Hmm.
You know the
What
deal.
do I
can
roll?
try.
Is it a D20 or a D100?
It's D100s.
You should roll sleight of hand first, unless you're gonna ask politely.
I thought we had that in the card.
No,
No,
Charles is
Charles
carrying
been
it.
he's carrying it.
Although he's
Alright.
sick as fuck, so you can just push him down the stairs and take it.
I'll fucking sleight of hand this bitch out of his asshole, I guess.
Yep.
20.
Yeah, no, you have it.
Cool.
I love being a rogue.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go, Saber.
So where do you guys start pulling these hats out of? Or you guys just go downstairs and start doing it, or do you just do it
Oh
in front of him?
no. Where do we want to do this? Like, find a dark alleyway?
Where do you
Saber.
guys want to start stealing hats from?
Like, we need to hide those if it's, like, from local people. Oh, good idea. I'm just going to, is there, like, a clothing store that would buy hats?
Yeah, I don't have 5
I'd
hats. I
imagine
can
so,
sell.
yes.
I want to find one, and then, like, I want to find an like a dark alleyway as close to the clothing store as possible, so before I start pulling out the stuff.
Uh-huh.
Like, I want to be able to then immediately go into the store and sell it, so that nobody like has time to even see me with the things.
Okay.
I want to be covert about it.
Can I sell my 5 hat? Just not worry about. I mean, he's doing his thing, but because I know I have 2 top hats. I have the rest are pretty cheap. I guess I can get a couple golds from them all.
I thought you already sold
Sell,
those.
sell them for really high prices, by the way.
Oh,
I thought you already sold
because
them.
remember I pulled one before we threw it in the fire. I pulled.
Yeah, and I thought you sold them already.
We just got here. Who did I sell them to?
I thought
Before
you
we
sold
threw
them
it in the fire.
I thought you sold them. Oh wait, you bought some before you threw them in the fire. Okay, no.
No, right before they were still in the fire, I pulled. Then it got taken away from me because I was pulling hats.
Oh yeah, so you do have about just 5 fucking hats on you.
Yeah, I pulled 5 hats, and then people were like, "This is not a good idea to let the Warforged do it." And then someone decided to throw it in the fire because of it.
Oh no, the Warforged is making money. Let's fuck him. Throws the hat into the fire.
Yeah.
Based off my memory, I'll say. Oh Jesus, fuck. I'll say you get about.
There's another crowd.
Yep. There's another crown.
Yeah, you get. Saber, you get about 50 gold out of the hats easily.
Thanks. I don't feel as impoverished as I did before.
Yes, you're no longer.
One of these nobles is gonna have like some sort of wizard that's gonna track it back to us.
Bold assumption that you already have it. But even if you did, you wouldn't know. You pull out oil. You know what? Let me roll severity for that actually. For that 3.
What is a 3? It must have been like a fucking like a shit wipe somebody put in their head or something.
Oh dear.
Also, I gotta go eat. I'll be in a little bit.
Yes. So, the rest of you guys
I'm
that
gonna
are
grab something to eat
still,
myself, but I'll just be back here. It's fine.
the rest of you guys that are still in the magic store, the man's turban disappears.
Well then.
Eve, you pull out a very familiar looking turban.
Oh. Oh,
Oh.
this ain't good.
Oh no.
So let's just go like, pull a couple more in and just like run into the clothing store and be like, hey, do you want to buy some hats?
Doesn't that belong to the guy upstairs?
Don't you? No, they were selling fruit, motherfucker. Don't you tell me that the clothing store is
No,
below
I'm
the
not-
enchantment store.
I'm not going to do that. That would be hilarious, though. No, I did say that it was a fruit and commerce store. They sell fruit, rugs, coats. They just sell a variety of shit, and you're not sure who's renting from him. But yeah,
So what?
yeah, no. You sell the. Do you sell the merchant's turban?
Yes.
Jesus, fuck.
Because what the fuck am I going to do with it?
Give it back.
Oh, actually, that's a good point. I'm gonna keep this herb.
Okay. Go up to his store wearing it. Hey, dude, I found this new hat. Oh yeah, you could frame Charles for it.
I didn't even think of that.
Speaking of Charles,
How much money do I get, by the way?
give me a sec. Give me a sec. I gotta roll something for. the
God,
crown.
just everybody's just railing on Charles.
I'm grabbing dinner real quick, but I'll be back.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so you didn't get a high quality crown, luckily, so you're not going to have a king or anything coming after you. You get a nice simple. You get one of those simple princess crowns. So you get a nice
Oh,
little.
tiaras.
Not it's barely counted as a modern day tiara at this point. It's more just like an iron ring essentially, but it has gems encrusted in it. But it does sell for about 100 gold, 105. Actually, I
Yay.
have to see if anybody recognizes it because you're in a very popular city where people meet nobles.
No. I'm in the clothing store, so
Yes, exactly.
I mean,
Okay.
nobody's gonna recognize me. Like in a city of humans, an 8-foot tall tabaxi that's dressed in complete black. I'm like,
I'm
I
the
don't
most
stick
common
out.
sight. Okay, so
Oh no, fuck me.
yeah. Is it?
See, and I said it would fuck us, and then it fucked me because I got greedy.
Yeah. Charles, sell this crowd for me. He immediately gets shot in the head. No. Because of racism. I mean, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I warned you guys, but yeah, no, the crown does get recognized, and suspicions are immediately raised. As they simply comment. Actually, no, they wouldn't. No, it's pretty obvious based off of their expression that they recognize it as soon as you pull it out of your bag.
I found this.
Where?
It was handed to me by one of our traveling companions, a sicklish human, who practiced some arcane arts. I don't know about it. He has this magical item and he makes them appear out of thin air. He doesn't tell us where they come from. He just occasionally hands them off to us to sell them.
Hey Charles, look, a bus.
I mean, does this belong to somebody? I wouldn't know. It was just handed to me. I'm nothing but a humble servant.
That belongs to the royal court's youngest daughter.
Oh boy. Well, tell you what, I'll give you this for free, and if you can then hand it back, and the court will probably be very happy that they got it back, and they will honor you, and stuff.
Yes, right. Sorry, what's
I'm
your
back
name
and
again?
stuff.
My name is Wilfa Turingen.
Willing to suck? Let's see if she fucking catches your bullshit. Deception check, you asshole.
Deception.
Yes.
16.
She looks at you credulously. Right, then, and you said that your traveling companion...
Yes.
Right, then... one moment, please. And she just immediately starts signaling to one of the other people in the store to go get the guards.
Right. thinking about that, I'm just gonna drop all of the ads. I need to go, and I'm gonna fuck off.
I'm not guilty, I swear!
Yep. Where's Saber?
At the magic store, probably. No, wait, he went to the cart, if I recall correctly.
This is all going not as planned. Alright, when I like power walk back to the cart, Saber, 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 Saber.
You just,
Yes.
I was gonna say, you look into his eyes and you see a blue screen of death.
Say we need to go. They could find us, right? They could find us somewhere else.
I know. One day
You can go into the cart
Yeah, we need to go.
with your tent.
I
Not carrying, if you have not noticed.
This is Eve, not Charles!
Oh.
You like Eve, if I recall, as a person.
Ah, well, okay. Where do you wish to go?
away from here.
Eve.
We should go to the court and continue our investigation.
Eve, go ahead and give me a
What?
perception check. Cadis, I'm aware. Cadis, you
Don't
will
make
not
us
be
fight.
implemented in anything that happens.
Perception? What was
Yes.
that? Perception? Oh god damn, 6.
You're too focused, just looking directly into the Warforged eyes as
Okay,
you're...
well, you in a certain direction. If you do not have one, I cannot provide one. We can continue our mission and begin our investigation.
Yes, Cadis, for the record, has made his way over to the church, is what you guys do recall.
Then we shall go to church. Does that sound like a place to go?
I think that's something that the humans of our group should do and not us.
We can go. Do you require sustenance? I do not have to eat.
No,
But do
no,
you
no.
food?
Would you like to go to the pool? Would you like to go to the arcade? Would you like to go for a swim? I can't
Oh,
even
wow,
tell. Are
you-
these all mutually exclusive? They are not. Now I'm interested.
Okay, let's just say there has been some misunderstandings and a bit of miscommunication, huh? The
Oi!
guards might be looking for us.
As you say that, oi, you! And you see...
Okay, well, you have not walked in any other direction, so should we try and talk this out?
Sure.
the
How
guard
many
is...
guards are approaching?
Considering the situation right now, currently 3, but you suspect there are more on the way.
Shit. Sure. Let's talk it out.
Let me see if I have... Oh, you guys
Well,
gonna...
you're the one who.
Oh, okay, good.
I gave you multiple suggestions.
We could go...
Yeah,
to
well,
the
they already saw us, so if things go sideways, let's just get the fuck out of here, okay?
Would you like to go to the arcade?
Everyone
Where
has to die.
is...
There's a normal
Yeah.
cycle of life of beings across the universe. Some may live longer than others, but every one
Right.
of them comes into being, and then they cease being. This might be your time.
So
I
where...
don't think
so. I
so.
need a quick head count of where the fuck everyone is at. Cadis, I know where you're at, so I already have you placed. Where is everyone else?
Charles, I don't know where
I'm
Ripley
still at
is.
the magic
Charles
shop.
is in the
Yes.
magic store.
So I think everyone
Uh,
should be in the magic store that isn't...
Yeah.
Okay.
Except Saber and me.
Yes, you two are outside it. Well, you're not outside it, but...
Side quest.
Oh, yeah.
I'm saying it's a side quest for the two of them. Yay.
Yeah. So while you are are you purchasing anything, by the way, Charles?
I'm gonna see if I can afford getting at least one of those silvered weapons.
Yeah, he'll sell it to you for 80 gold, I guess.
Damn it. Gonna haggle for that then.
While you do that, I'm just mindlessly placing tokens. Don't mind me.
50.
Don't make a battle map.
Oh, I already have a battle map.
Oh fuck.
I expected trouble to happen.
See, this is when you tempt luck. This is what happens when you get cocky.
My
To
haggle
be
is
fair,
50.
you ran!
What else was I supposed to do? I already called the guards.
Well, we'll see how this goes. So then, let me switch you guys over to this map. Just in case combat happens, so you guys know what your situation
Oh, no.
currently is.
I want to say this is not my fault, but
This isn't my fault, I swear! It's entirely your fault.
don't make me murder a city.
I don't think you have the ability to, but okay.
Don't tempt me. Oh god, we're surrounded.
I mean, it's just 3 guards approaching you. As... Alright, you guys have a cart. I'll say the cart is over here. Unless anyone wanted to take it with them. Cadus, would you have actually liked to have stolen the cart previously? For your little escapades? I'd fully be willing to allow that. Oh, motherfucker. Oh, yeah, sick man. Yeah, fair point.
So, question. These are roads,
Yeah.
right? But, like the gaps in between the buildings, where do those go?
Immediately looking for an escape plan now.
Always good to be prepared.
You presume backyards is what you assume.
Right, but if I could, like, cross through those, like, that would also technically be a way to escape, right?
Theoretically.
Okay, good.
But you don't know what's behind them. That's the problem.
It's fine, we're working for the church.
We're at the church, that's why I have this crowd. What? That's why I stole this crowd. What? But yes. Charles, yeah, you buy your thing. Anyone else want to buy anything before this fully kicks off and possible fight breaks out?
Well, the initial price was 80. I'm haggling.
Yes, what do you want to give? What are you offering? Counter offer.
50.
70. He is now...
55.
This is when his turban disappears, by the way.
1,864.
He doesn't seem to initially notice, but he'll notice in a few turns. And then he's gonna get pissed off.
Well,
So what was your offer, Charles?
55.
By gods, no. 78.
I'll take 70.
78.
$70 or we won't do business.
70,
This is my final offer.
73. Final offer.
Hmm. 70 and he reaches behind him, grabbing at air.
70 and realizes he doesn't have the Dutch hat. Oh, fuck.
Pulls out the scroll of mending. This.
Fine.
Cool. I am broke.
Alrighty then. So, Eve, Saber, you're being approached by guards.
He was looking for a way to statistically determine restfulness.
What are you trying to
Why are the guards
statistically determine?
why are the guards approaching us? You have word from the church. I asked the guards.
What? No, we have word on that apparently your friend turned in a crown belonging to the princess.
Was he not supposed to turn in the crown to the princess?
Well, yeah, but then he ran. So why'd you bloody run, you filthy mons?
Because we work for the church.
Yeah, then why'd you run? Also, I'm not talking to you, robot. I'm talking to the cat.
Well, you see, I got some very hostile vibes from the owner. They were like, I just wanted to hand in the things that I had found, and then they
And then the
called me,
DM
like-
laughed, and then the DM laughed, and I got scared and ran away.
and then they called me a thief, even though I gave him that stuff back without even wanting money for it or anything.
No, they didn't. You fucking liar.
You know, guards, that this disruption is infuriating and disrespectful to the church. How are we supposed to kill heretics with you all bothering us?
Listen here, robot. We'll get to your programming in a second. I'm talking to the munch here.
You are such a lonely species. Not only did humans invent dogs for companionship, they insist on gathering together in groups to bother members of the church.
So that cat thing. Why did you run?
Well, because I got slightly scared.
He's an inorganic life form. He
Only
gets
the
scared easily.
well, you see, only guilty people run. So now we're gonna have to take you to your station.
You ran over here. Are you guilty of a crime?
So, do you want to come quietly then?
Did you not hear me, soldier? You ran over here. Does that make you guilty of a crime?
They're just blatantly ignoring you at this point.
I have my echo appear behind them.
Oh no.
An agent of the church is asking you a question, soldier.
Yeah, and we are currently obstructing business here. Now, give us a moment. Now, are you going to come
You
quietly?
are in the church. You are heretics.
Eve, having the chance to
I am going to report
de-escalate.
you.
Eve,
I'm
having
gonna
the chance to
report you to the-
de-escalate, only
the
to
church.
have, only to have Saber. Oh, you want to go, mate? You want to fucking go? You want to fucking throw that right here in the streets? Eve's just like, I'm innocent, I swear.
So, do those actually look like soldiers, or are they like
They are-
just
they are-
town's guards?
They are the local guards,
They're the local guards.
but soldiers can be here. You know, you have seen them, and they're pretty close by.
You have provided no evidence that he has done anything other than hand something over.
Yes, we're trying to get his statement now. Silence, robot. Or we
His
will be forced to
statement-
use force.
I would like to see you try.
Alright, roll
boy.
initiative.
God fucking damn it. So what-
Stress, fear. No wonder humans can't sleep at night.
God.
I will not.
I mean, to be fair, you don't sleep at night.
Yes, but organic meat packs require sleep.
This is such a bad position that now they're up in my ass. That's not good for me.
I'm going to start walking towards the church because this is ridiculous.
You gotta roll initiative, buddy.
That's fine. I'm just going to walk to the
Alright.
church.
Good
I
luck.
need to select my token. Why is there so fucking many again?
How many because it's a city and thieveries happen a lot, so they have to discourage
Alright.
that.
Now the
There's zero
problem,
evidence you can roll anything.
And these
The
are the
problem is-
ones you can only see.
Hmm.
Granted, you guys
This
can't
is
guys can't see the ones that are over here because you are only here and can basically just see fucking this. You don't know anything that's going on over there. So go on, everyone, initiative, come on.
Done too.
Dirty fingers.
Right, this is where we turn into murder hobos.
This is
Well,
why
it was forced upon us. It wasn't our choosing.
this was forced upon us. You will fucking go, mate.
I never said that.
You're being
I was giving women who were purposely antagonizing me. I have not even drawn a blade. You caused this, not me. They're going to randomly attack a citizens that have not drawn any weapons upon them. That's on them, not on us. Murder hobos would immediately come towards and attack first.
I didn't
I'm
call
not
you
going-
guys murder hobos. Make sure you click your pogs before you click the fucking thing. Come on, people. We've been at this for 2 years.
I guess is my cog on the map?
Yes. Are you guys on the right map? Yeah, you guys should be on the right map. I would also like to remind you guys, just because you're in initiative does not mean you have to participate in combat. You can literally let
I'm
the party
not.
let their ass get kicked.
Well, I'm just going to retreat. And if they attack me, that's on them. My character has done nothing wrong. These people just ran up stuff that are costing us over something ridiculous.
Yeah, but Cadis, you would still be in initiative, so yeah. Cadis, you would just notice that a bunch of guards just started running past you. It's like, oh, well, there must be clearly some kind of disturbance.
Hmm.
Do you choose to be the hero and help the guards, Cadis? As more pour out of the tower that you're about to pass? I had this set up to be such a nice and peaceful day, too.
Oh, well, depending on the initiative, it looks like they haven't even rolled initiative yet.
Let's get Charles to get on his fucking board for his... Hey, 2012. And then... Because I love that these fuckers have initiative rules. But I didn't fully set up the fucking sheet, god damn it.
What? I think your thing is broken again.
No, the first one was for Charles so he could be on the board. The second one
Oh, right.
yeah.
Oh, great. So they actually do go before me.
Well, I wasn't planning on attacking them anyways. This is them just assaulting us for no apparent reason.
That's a good point. I didn't actually, I was very compliant so far, so I really
know
hope they
the
don't beat
situation
my
that
fucking
is
face in.
happening.
I was complete. They weren't ignoring me. I just sat there and they were just making rude gestures and.
They were just
this-
thrusting their labia at me. I had nothing else I could do. Clearly, I'm the victim here.
We are the victims if they're going to attack first. 100%. There's no way around it. There's no way looking at this any other way. They are attacking us for no good reason. Running? That is nothing.
Summons his echo. You're violating the church! Shows no proof. I believe you said you were there behind them, casting magic in front of a guard.
I'm not casting magic.
One of the guards will approach you with simply holding up their hand of like, are you going to do anything to you, Eve? I assume you're not going to fight back.
Like, what are they doing? They're just putting up their hand.
They're more or less going to make a grapple check, and they're hoping that you don't oppose them.
No, I'm not gonna be fucking grappled. They're invading my personal space.
Look, we just need to escort you to the tower. That's it.
Don't touch me.
Alrighty then.
If you want to talk to us, you can talk to us at the church.
Go ahead and make an athletics or acrobatics. As they're going to try and grapple you.
God, how funny must that look if the 6 foot or 5 foot something human tries to grapple an 8 foot tabaxi?
Go ahead.
Acrobatics?
Athletics or acrobatics.
I'm much better at acrobatics. That's a 12.
You were put to the ground.
God fucking damn it, God motherfucking shit. That's why I don't like people being up in my ass.
And 2 of them are going to basically hold you down while one puts a knee on your back. This one is going to also try to arrest your guy, but as soon as I assume if he meets, that means that he phases through and realizes, oh, that's not real. So he's going to go up to you and try to arrest you. Go ahead, athletics or acrobatics of your choice, Saber.
I just stand there like a statue and just look down at him like, what is he attempting to do with
Yeah.
a crit that not 20?
Yes. Also, all right. Whoever is up on the next initiative, go ahead. Charles, it's your turn. As the shopkeep quickly realizes, wait, my hat's missing.
Man, there ain't really shit I can do.
Charles.
Charles is having a stroke.
Yes, Charles.
I did not realize I was I did not realize I was muted. Ah, okay. Yes, I'm next in initiative, realizing yes, this man's hat is gone. Also, my hat is gone. That can only mean one thing. Shit, someone stole the hat. And his first guess is going to be the Tabaxi because option B isn't around anymore. So that's pretty much exactly. Anyway, so gonna go looking for her.
You got it. Yeah, so you head downstairs. That is your turn.
Here, yeah.
No, you're still inside, basically.
Oh, still inside.
Yeah.
Still inside.
Just to remind you, he's moving at half speed, so at a dash he can move 30 feet
Oh,
around.
yeah, so he's actually even less so, but he is downstairs.
He's just crawling down the stairs in slow motion.
I mean, you can throw yourself down the stairs if you want to get down the stairs quickly.
I'm also gonna let the other. I'm also gonna let the others know. It would seem that the Tabaxi has stolen. It would seem that the Tabaxi has stolen our mysterious hat of hats.
He says in front of the magic salesman. Give me a second.
Well, it's not the official name of it, is it?
No, but the shopkeep raises a brow and touches his head as he pieces two and two together.
Hmm.
Give me a second. Fuck. I just want to give this fucker like a multi-sided token. Fucking Christ. But yeah, while that happens, Eve, what do you want to do?
It's not really much I can do.
You can
Can't
try
just,
to
like-
get out of it.
Yeah. Like, I can try to... You can still attack while you're in a grapple, right?
I forget, but I think no. I could be wrong though.
I think it can, but it's a disadvantage, I believe.
The grapple creature's speed becomes 0 and it can't benefit from any bonuses to its speed. The condition ends if the grappler is incapacitated. The condition also ends in an effect removes the grappled creature from the reach of the grappler or grappling effect, such as when a creature is hurled away by the Thunder Wave spell. So it has no effect on your attack.
Alrighty then.
Then I'm going to attempt to break the grapple.
Alright, athletics or acrobatics.
What is my athletics? Oh, it's 0. My
No.
motherf...
You basically start flailing about like as if you're on fentanyl.
These fucking dice don't want to work with me today.
Cadus, you're enjoying a nice brisk walk to the church. What would you like to do? Granted, there are also a bunch of guards running past you. Oh yeah, I forgot that there was actually guards over here, so they would be moving past you by this point. They're just saying, thief, thief. That a thief has been, robbery is in place, more or less. And they're running down there with some long metal forks. No, thank you, citizen. We've got this under control. Carry on today.
All right, I have an idea what I could do. It's gonna be a little bit messy.
Alright, yeah, so you just keep on heading towards the church there.
See, I blame Charles for all of this.
Yeah, this is all Charles.
Saber.
Well, I have strategically placed my echo on the roof. I will now teleport to my echo. My echo will take its place, and they're going to assume that I've been an illusion the entire time.
I was not here, I was an illusion!
Pretty much, that's what it's going to look like.
Alright, anything
I
else you'd
have
like to
been
do?
abandoned.
Stealth.
Sure. A large fucking behemoth of a robot lands on the roof. I'd like to stealth.
Not bad.
You believe yourself to be hidden, yes. Alba.
Yep.
Charles has thrown himself down a flight of stairs. Bianca.
Yes.
Charles has thrown himself down a flight of stairs, shouting something about Eve. Oh, yeah, no, she done.
Does he say anything else? Did I hear what he actually
says
said?
that the hat of hats is missing.
Okay,
Stolen.
well, I just...
He did specify stolen, and it wasn't to shout. I told him on the way out, but yeah, basically.
I'll follow. Like, I'm curious what's going on.
Alright. Ripley! Everyone has left you alone with a very unhappy shopkeep.
And like just smile at them and then start chasing after Charles. Wait for me.
Goddamn Charles! And the wizard is just going to teleport outside. On his turn. Guard's turn!
I guess they're just holding me down.
Yeah, they're putting you down like you're on fentanyl. They're actually going to attempt to put handcuffs on you too.
Hell no.
I don't think that's up to you anymore.
It's not looking good.
Also, as the Warforged is resisting, he's going to take out his disarming tool and slap you.
What?
Not you, the Warforged.
Oh.
A 19 beats your Warforged armor class, yes? Saber. Saber. Alrighty then. Yeah, so the echo disappears. And they more just all less just gangbang the fucking cat into submission.
Amazing. I have one more shot, and if that doesn't work, then I'm kind of fucked.
I figured you would have been able to easily get out of them, in all honesty.
No.
Actually, I figured that would have been easy for you.
Well, not if you roll a 4 and a 2.
And considering now that all of them are on top of you, you're not getting out.
Well, there still is a chance.
Yeah, there is.
If it works.
There is the chance until you hear the click of bracelets.
And I have no roll that I can make against that.
I mean, now you're in cuffs.
And there's no roll I can do to prevent that.
Athletics or acrobatics at disadvantage due to how many people are there.
Sure, maybe I'll be fucking lucky this time. 10.
No.
Well, still one more chance.
They had rolled a 15 to make sure your hands got cuffed.
I don't need my hands.
They're gonna get your legs next. Actually,
I also don't need my legs.
there are actually more of them, so. Yeah, actually they get your legs, Tail.
Alright, that's fair.
And... Nah, they're not gonna be that cruel. They don't know anything else yet. I would also like to remind you, it is a bright, sunshiny day.
That's fine, I'm covered in clothes.
I know. Why would that matter? I was talking about just thematically.
The weather, yeah.
I was talking about the weather. Why would oh, right. I forgot to place one more guy.
There's a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. It's almost like you're in a city or something. I actually have to find something specific.
You know, this escalated kind of quickly.
Well, the guards were being completely unreasonable, and they were obviously going to pick a fight, no matter what we would have done.
Bold assumption.
That's not a bold assumption at all. We asked legitimate questions, and they just threw it back in our face. There was no way we wouldn't even ask to roll for persuasion checks. It was just, this is how it's going to be. It was end of story.
Charles. I assume you continue to make your way out of the building.
Yeah.
So you eventually reach where everyone else was for that second.
Cool.
Yeah. So, yeah, seriously. A royal crown was trying to be fucking sold. So everyone immediately went, what the fuck? We need to find out what the fuck is going on. Hence the hostilities.
So quickly.
Wait, so you're saying I found out about this
A
somehow?
royal crown
Yeah.
was fucking stolen, Aquin. Or
Yeah,
Saber.
that's there's the physical impossibility of this information to go all the way to the tower, all around to every single guard in the local area.
No.
I
It's not in every single noble area. He literally tried to sell it to somebody who recognized it, asked a few questions, and he ran. They weren't accusing.
And then suddenly every guard comes bouncing out in every single direction.
No. What happened was the shopkeep's assistant ran out and started shouting for the guard. And that got passed along through the neighborhood. Eve, your turn. This
Right.
isn't this wasn't a setup fight at all. This was completely avoidable.
Well, yes, it would have been avoidable if he didn't with the crown, but it came down to our interaction with him. We weren't even asked to roll on persuasion or anything. It's just the fight was going to come no matter what.
You kept antagonizing them. They kept asking
and
you.
They just ignored me.
They kept asking you patiently. They kept asking, like, all right, we'll be with you in a sec. We have to find out what the fuck is going on here first. And you kept trying to basically defend the guy and stand in between them. So yes, they've gotten hostile.
I never moved or stand in between.
You summoned a second version of yourself behind them.
Behind them. But that was after it was already inevitable. I already knew what was going to happen. It's the only reason why I did it, because
Eve.
It doesn't matter. The Tabaxi's are. I'm safe. I don't care anymore.
Fuck my party members. I'm safe.
Since they surround me, it should be relatively easy to try and bite one of them, right?
You could certainly try.
14.
Let me check their armor class.
Why am I rolling so shit today? This is like the third shit roll.
Nope, does not go through.
Well, there goes that.
Cadus! You just continue merrily all along your way with no interruptions. Saber!
Continue on my way with no interruptions.
No, where do you go? Alright. Aww. Yeah, Lupa just wags her tail happily and just says, that is comfortable, thank you. Alba, I assume you're going to be getting out of the building? Actually, in fact, I'm just going to assume everyone's leaving the building, except for Charles, because he's dying.
Just coughing up half of his lung while he's walking downstairs.
Takes a single step and coughs up blood. Saber, you hear the guards start to shout and point up towards you.
I don't care. They're never gonna catch me.
And no, it's not just a normal theft, it's somebody trying to fucking sell a crown that belongs to a local princess.
Only a couple people knew that, but all the guards are running like it is, and that magically the word spread throughout every single guard everywhere. It's just not how it works. But I don't care because I'm not going to get captured because I'm just going to echo myself across all these buildings until I'm gone. If I have to, I'll leave the city because at this point, I'm not. My job is not to get arrested.
All right. Eve, anything else you'd like to do at the last second?
Well, try to bite him again, see if it fucking can't roll shit the fifth time in a row, right? 16?
No.
Wait,
What?
am I actually
See-
dying? I thought you only didn't move me because it wasn't my turn in initiative yet. Am I
They have
actually
an
dying?
AC higher than 16.
It actually is, I think, 16. Wait, are we doing match to beat again?
Yes, 5E, the attacker.
Okay, yeah, then you get
Yes,
it.
if you beat armor class, well then fucking great. So, the moment that I actually connect with my bite, a couple of seconds later I just go poof, and I disappear out of their grasps, and I reappear on the roof.
Alright. You're still in chains, though. If I recall.
Yeah, well, at least I'm on the fucking roof, and I go, Saber, help, 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 Saber.
Well, dash over to me, and I might be able to help you.
He
He's
can't
not
move.
moving.
Wiggling on the roof like a worm.
Actually, you
They
know what?
shackled you.
That's a good point.
Shackled you.
That's a good point. Eve, make me an acrobatics check at disadvantage.
That is,
As you're on a sloped roof.
yes, because it's common practice to shackle legs.
They're a tabaxi.
I mean, my what was dexterity check?
They're racist humans. They don't know. They don't know the capabilities. They think they're inferior. Why would they assume that? That's a lot of assuming right there.
Dexterity saving throw, you said?
No, I said acrobatics at disadvantage.
6.
Alright, go ahead and roll me a d6.
This is not my day. 5.
As you slowly start to roll. Cadus. It's a nice day out. You sit down, you sit on a bench, and just... beautiful day. Saber, your friend is falling off of a roof.
Stupid. Do I need to roll an attack action?
If you're grappling me and I'm willing, then no.
Didn't you just dash?
I can't teleport you.
Also, that's a dash.
That's fine. I still get a bonus action attack.
Fair point.
Can I cut the chains off his legs?
Depends. Are you going to carefully cut the chains or hastily cut the chains?
That's ridiculous. His legs, just pull your legs apart, and I just cut in between.
Spread them. Spread your
Sure.
legs. Go ahead, make an attack.
The control defeat the AC of the chain.
I gotta double check that actually. I think they have that. Wait a second. They can burst as HP. Good fucking thing. Bouncing so much pressure.
And here I was so happy that I had my sneaking boots.
You do manage to break chain, yes.
Alright, there, I'm done my actions. I had a dash to get your bonus action. Swipe, I'm done.
Yep. Just wanted to ask questions. Alba. Actually, everyone else who isn't involved in this right now can make me a fucking insight check.
I feel like everybody just had a stroke.
Everyone stopped caring.
So that's what
That
was
was
happening.
mostly just you, man.
So, yeah, yeah, well... Just as passive knowledge, you would know that. Alba, are you doing anything? Also, the rest of you guys realize, yeah, something's happening. You guys don't roll well enough to know exactly what's happening, but the guards are very much infuriated.
And why would those guards be yelling about me when they have no idea that I'm not involved in the theft?
Because
No.
you're fleeing from the fucking arrest. And also,
No,
you
I'm
just
not.
appeared
Man.
on the fucking
Those
rooftops,
guards coming
fleeing from the
tower.
area.
Those guards from the tower have no idea where the arrest is going at, unless they have walkie-talkies.
Whatever, I don't care.
It's
if
just
right.
magic again. Whatever.
I fucking... Eve, what do you want to do?
Boy, that's a good question. What do I want to do?
You have options.
If I may, one argumentative thing in your favor that hopefully helps Saber. If they see contention, it's especially with their fellow guardsmen, it's kind of, I would
They
have kind of
can-
imagined.
They're around the corner. They see nothing. They have no line of sight of what's going on at all.
Maybe they could hear a ruckus.
You also
Maybe.
rolled really low on a stealth check.
There's also that.
Not really low on a stealth check. Single digits is really low. Let's be realistic.
That is true.
Eve,
It
you
doesn't
have that
we're in this
knowledge in your
situation.
head based off of your experiences. What would you like to do?
Let me think here for a second, okay? Fuck. Definitely don't want to get captured. That's one thing.
entirely possible.
I'm in a bit of a predicament here.
But seeing as this is the predicament you're in.
Oh well, first of all, the chain links on my legs are gone, so I want to like scurry up the roof again
Yeah,
a bit
go ahead.
further. I assume in half movement.
Yeah, you more or less just sit your way onto the crack so you don't slide either direction. Or you can move like
And then I want to use my thieves' tools to pick lock the shackles.
where do you keep them?
My thieves' tools?
Yes.
My satchel.
And your satchel's on your back, yes?
Well, I always thought it's more like on my side
Hmm.
than my back, but I mean I had a backpack because it would be weird if I have like a big black cloak and then a backpack on it.
I agree, Cadus. I agree.
Satchel's a satchel to be slung over your side.
Yeah, you have your thieves' tools pretty easily.
Okay. Sturdy. Ooh, a natural 20 and a dirty 20.
Yep, you managed to pick your lock easily enough.
Well, at least I'm out of chains. That's something. And then I'm going to. Sure. I'm going to use my feline agility and step to the roof of the edge, and I'm basically going to yell down to the guards, "The guy you're looking for is in that direction," and I point towards Charles.
You can see Charles stepping out of the building, so give me a persuasion check.
Persuasion. Oh boy, come on, big money, no whammies. 14?
You lucky sack of shit. So, Charles,
Yes.
I'm gonna need an acrobatics or athletics check of your choice.
Sure.
At disadvantage.
Yeah.
God, it's like tackling a fucking 80-year-old grandpa.
At this rate, yes.
Yeah,
you get tackled.
probably.
Just as soon as you're out
Very
of the door, you get
confused.
thrown against the wall. How would you like to do that? Yeah, Alba. I mean, you can slow down the guard that's about to pass you, but that's about it.
Well, I don't know why they're doing what they're doing at the moment, so.
Also, they are going to look
Why
up at
would-
you and realize, oh, there are people on the roofs. We should probably get ladders to get them off of the roof. They're not supposed to be on the roof. Why are they on the roofs?
What?
Because we can.
Well, why are they grappling him? Like, are they shouting anything?
Because you heard Eve just shout, "He's over there!" And basically
how
3
much-
guards have chosen to attack him and are basically just telling him, "Hey, cooperate and this will go easily." While also
Is he
informing him
cooperating?
you are under the arrest, basically more or less for the thievery of crowns, of a crown, for the suspected thievery of crowns of a crown. Charles, are you cooperating?
He is, but not quietly.
I know my rights.
He's going.
I'm a noble.
He's going to be shouting out, "What is the meaning of this?" And standard shit like that. I know they kind of just said, but he's still baffled.
Yeah,
Oh, if he's cooperating, I'll just go along
If I
with him.
if I had enough
like-
if I have enough time to, to like have a proper interaction, I can question them where they've gotten this information, yada yada.
They just continue to tell
But,
you that you are under suspect of the you are a suspect in the case of a missing crown, and they request your full cooperation as they put a knee on your shoulder and force you to the ground. The guards are also going to shout up at you, Eve, that they simply wish to ask you a few questions, and that if you cooperate, you will not be held for more than a day.
Right.
And they request that you get down, or they will have to come up there, and then things will get worse.
For the record, can I say that once cuffed, Charles is going to force himself to his feet?
They'll pull you to your feet with ease, but they also shackle
Fair
your
enough.
legs, so you're not going to go anywhere. Actually, you're already at half movement, so you just kind of fall over at that point because you can't do anything.
Yeah,
You
I'm
can
helpless.
stand up, but you do that thing where your feet are duct taped together and you just kind of inch forward, and that's all you can do willingly.
Mm.
Noticing this, they're just going to they're just going to fireman carry you.
Did you really have to shackle my ankles? I can walk.
Yes, well, we
No.
have a thing of people trying to run away, unfortunately. And if you choose to bite or cast spells, we will be forced to put a bag over your head and gag you, forcefully. It is not pleasant. We haven't washed them in weeks. People have vomited on them. You don't want that in your mouth. It's truly disgusting.
I wonder, can Warforged bleed oil?
Technically, yes.
So would that classify as Warforged being able to bleed?
No.
Okay.
Can I eat a Warforged? No.
That's all good.
Alba, are you doing anything? Ripley, are you doing anything?
Well,
Cadis.
if he's going cooperatively, then there's like
I'm gonna kind of
I'm
like
going to follow them because oh, I'm curious as to who's.
Alrighty then.
I'll
I-
make sure. I mean,
Ripley, just think of what you want to
I
do.
was there when he entered the magic shop, right?
Yes.
Or he was there when I entered.
Yes.
Either way, I know he hasn't done anything,
Yes.
at least. So I'm going to go just because of that.
Alrighty then. Ripley, are you doing anything?
I guess I'm gonna try and like reason with the guards.
They ask that
What?
you do not interfere with their business, or they will be forced to arrest you too.
Okay.
And seeing as you are being
I
cooperative,
say-
they don't immediately pull out their batons and beat the shit out of you for being a devil.
Well, they don't know I'm a devil, right? Because I've got like
I mean,
my body.
they're not
covered
really
and shit.
looking at you. They're just kind of looking through you. They see you as a person, but they're just kind of like, look, we're busy. Fuck off or I will beat you to death. They're in that mode.
Right. I kind of say, this man is my cousin. I would very much like to join him, if not to get him any kind of legal help that he might require.
All defenses and rights are, of course, allowed as long as cooperation is fully participated in. Simple as. If you interfere,
But
you will
of
be
course,
arrested and
I
charged
would-
with similar offenses.
I would never consider disobeying the laws and regulations of this fine town you have here. if you just let me accompany my cousin
Yes, you're
to
allowed.
the jail that you. Yes, thank you.
Is anyone else around here
Nice,
with
kind
you
of
all
follow
that
that.
wishes to go with?
Me.
Well, aren't you a small fry? Gosh, come along. Eve.
Now the problem is, I don't have enough resources anymore to get down off the roof the same way I got up. So
I mean, you.
I have 20 feet of vertical movement. Does that count for down too?
Yes.
Oh. Well, then I can just jump off.
Well, I wouldn't jump, but yes. Yeah, you just slide down, just hands up in the air, I'm assuming.
I will just casually, not there. I'm going to like go slide this way down and plop like up here,
Okay.
and I want to basically just look at them and be like, just no touching, and that's it. You know, as long as they don't touch me, I won't try anything. I'll come with them as long as they don't touch me.
We are going to have put you in shackles as you were resisting previously.
Don't fucking try it. I don't like shackles.
Yeah, but it is. They will inform you that it's only temporary, at least until you get to the station house, which is like less than 300 feet away.
I could just walk there. Why do you need shackles?
It's simply protocol, ma'am.
God damn it. I blame Charles.
I mean,
Sure.
Do I get the turn that was taken away from me on my next turn coming up? It just
you
skipped over me.
you do have a turn. I was just making sure everyone else
I
socially
have
has their
two.
shit.
No, I have 2 turns. You skipped over me last time.
You
So
have
I have
one turn,
I-
Marquin.
You skipped over me last turn.
So what do you want to
You
do?
went. Well, my echo will appear in the building across the way. I'll reappear over here on the other side.
Okay. Anything else?
Oh, I still have half movement left. I moved my 15 feet.
Okay then. You're running along the roof.
I'm walking.
I assume everyone else is fully cooperating?
Yep.
Alrighty then.
Loudly.
Eve, you get to watch as Charles is almost fucking carried away like a bride-to-be.
That
I mean, you're
almost makes it worth it.
you're not doing too much better, as you have about like 2 guys just occasionally giving you a gentle shove to like, keep pace.
I have long legs. I probably walk faster than them.
Fair point. But the rest of them are going to more or less disperse as the mass of the thing has been dealt with. So, and as news eventually does spread, as the shouting dies down, they're like, oh, well, fuck me, I guess, and they all fuck off. So then, everyone but Aquin ends up at the equivalent of the police at the guard station. Charles, you're immediately thrown into a cell.
Great.
Kaylee,
Mm,
you're thrown into the cell next to him.
God damn it.
You did resist arrest.
Did I take my things?
Yes.
Did I take my thieves' tools?
Yes, of course they would have taken your thieves' tools unless you hide up your ass.
Oh, can I say I've hidden? I tried to hide them like within my cloak somewhere before I slid off the roof.
They're going to pat you down and search you thoroughly.
Can I hide them good?
Sleight of hand.
That's all I wanted to hear. Go on, I'm good at this.
I'm just gonna go ahead and
Fuck!
Yeah, no, they find them.
Or what is it? 1 and 2? What kind of fucking roll is that? Well, shit. Well, guess I'm not doing
Turned
that.
off everything that's not attached to me.
Basically, yeah. You're allowed to keep your basic clothes and everything, but your
Able to keep
weapons
clothes
and any
and yeah,
tools
yeah,
and
got
stuff, they're not fucking idiots, so they're going to take those away from
Yeah, I
you.
know. Hmm.
However, Charles, you do get to keep your tattoo.
Obviously.
Yeah, I mean,
Didn't have to mention that.
they could shave it off of you.
Well,
But they just look at it and
imagine
just
if they
go, "Oh,
did
cool,
that, you
tattoo."
would specifically mention that they did, rather than specifying that they didn't,
Yeah.
and revealing the tattoo to everyone in the group.
I mean, they more or less, seeing as you are a prime suspect, they might strip search you, but they do so privately, technically. But yeah, whatever. At this point, I'm getting annoyed. So I'm slipping up, unfortunately. So then,
Mhm.
Did I take any of my clothes?
they don't, like, strip you of your clothes or anything. They let you keep your armor because it's armor. Who gives a shit?
Do I still have my boots?
Good question.
Why would they take my boots though? They don't even know they're magical.
I'm gonna roll a check. They do not take your boots, as they do not
Very
suspect that
good.
you have any other magic. They just suspect you're a sorcerer of some sort. So they are going to basically get the anti-magic stuff out to deal with you, but they didn't have it on them. Which is
Good
why
luck
you didn't
with that.
immediately just go down.
Technically, it's not magic though. It's an ability.
Yes, but you're a sorcerer, aren't you?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
You could view it as that.
Yeah, that's how I'm viewing. That's how I interpreted the class choice you picked. So yes. So, all of you may text me what your explanations are. I'm going to go get a drink of what your interpretations of the situation are, and who are you defending. In short, the two candidates who are up for blame right now are currently Charles and Eve, along with a third mysterious robot who fucked off, who they have minimal information on.
How am
And
I even a?
They are going to simply ask you all questions, and just write out your statements. I'm going to go get a drink and a smoke. Shut up, Mel.
God, that was ridiculous. Well, I'm not captured. It sucks to be you guys. It's not like they could, because any shackle they put me in, I could automatically teleport out of. So, again, sucks to be you guys. And I never touched a guard.
Yeah.
I've done nothing.
I mean, I don't know what the freedom of speech laws are here, like here, but yeah. Wait,
I never interfered. I never stepped in anyone's way.
Nope.
Never drew a weapon. I wasn't even touched.
Lux, shut the fuck up.
It's fine. We have Charles. He has disadvantage on all checks, so he can't defend himself.
No, without saying the truth, at least.
Yep.
Persuasion check.
From
Mm-hmm.
me?
Yes.
Okay.
That's why I
At
saw
advantage?
No.
Shit. Go on. Oh my fucking god. Why is roll 20 fucking me today?
Well, I usually roll bad every day, so get used to it.
They are, however, going to ask you other questions, such as, why are you in the city? Why are you in the city? Etc., etc. You know, they're going to get your life, more or less your life story. I see.
I mean, though, those would be very simple answers. I think that would be like similar across all the board. That we have a mission from the church.
Yeah. And what is that mission?
What was that mission? Because I don't remember.
Locate the missing people. You guys, they had
Right.
sent ambassadors to request troops on the front, but they never came. They never got word back from them, and they were concerned. So they sent you retards to check up on them.
Oh, we do have letters though. Like we don't.
Yes.
Only the Inquisitor had like the church seal, but we do have the mission letters from the church. So I can just tell them, hey, look at my bag. There's going to be a letter from the church.
Yes. Again, they easily find it. Cadus. The church thanks you and pays you handsomely. I assume you have, you know, you'd probably have proof on you. Alright, so Cadus, they hand you that bag. Thank you, my son, for this information. Go with Solaris, of course, and be safe. Enjoy your day. Who else is messaging me?
I'm messaging you.
Yes, Charles needs to message me.
I'm typing. I'm currently typing. Just, am I coming through? Am I not coming through? Hold
You
up.
are right now.
Oh, okay. That was weird. Green circle wasn't showing up on my screen. Sending a message now. Working on it.
Anyone else want to defend either of the party members being accused?
I'm defending Charles.
Go ahead and read out your responses. Such as, well, I assume none of you are lying about why you're here. Yes.
I'm kind of.
You're kind of. Well, yeah, you have to lie. I forgot. But just type out your reasoning, and then type out your defenses of like, oh no, he was here, or your accounting of the situation. They are going to inquire about a tricorner Dutch hat that was apparently used, along with more or less just getting everyone's fucking information. They're also taking down all of your descriptors.
Oh boy, it's gonna be so hard to identify me.
Giant fucking cat. Weird.
Yes.
Weird eyes tried to attack one of our guards. Actually, no, did attack one of our guards.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, is that so there, Chris?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I know. I know you didn't do anything.
All right.
Eve, however, I'm going to need you to make a perception check.
Fucker.
During this whole ordeal.
13. God, 13. Can I roll above 10, please?
I mean, you have plenty of time, so it counts as it. You would have had 2 checks, depending, but the 15 will get it to you.
Okay.
There's been a woman who has just been standing and staring at you unblinkingly the entirety of the
At
time.
me?
Just, yes. She's not in a cell or anything. She's just just constantly trying to be in the room with you.
Okay. Does anybody else notice that woman?
I mean, people do seem to acknowledge her, but they don't just say anything to her.
Okay.
Like, occasionally a guard will stop and, like, ask her. She'll turn her attention, just answer, straight, narrow. And they'll be like, oh, okay, whatever. then they have other things to do, so they're not going to just stop and interrogate a random person who isn't acting hostile or threatening or shouting over the guards or anything like that, or doing magic in front of them, or running away.
And she's just staring at me.
Yes. Unblinkingly, I'd like to add. Anytime she's staring at you, she is eyes fully focused directly into your soul. Or lack thereof.
Huh. Does she have any like identifying robes or symbols from the church or something like that?
No. None that you can say.
What's she wearing?
Clothing. She's wearing a rather beaten up and slashed up outfit. Rather nice dress over top of it, though. She appears to have like underneath of her dress, though, where it's been torn up and ripped to shreds. She actually does have a leather tunic on underneath for protection. Studded leather, along with a gambeson. She's not wearing... Well, she's wearing basic shoes, but they don't match her attire at all. You suspect she probably took them off of somebody. And she looks like she's been laying in the sun for a bit too long, but then went inside and spent 3 years in a cave.
Okay.
You can give me a history check on this woman. The rest of you, have you finished giving your statements?
Yep.
I assume nobody else wants to lie.
What did they ask?
I'm getting very close to finishing mine, and I have no intention of lying.
Okay, then.
Oh,
They're more or less just asking, who the fuck are you? Why the fuck are you here? Do you know these people? What's your connection? Blah, 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 blah. Do you know the fucking Warforged that ran off?
hold on, I'll write it out.
You can just state that you answer honestly. Even, like, per player, I will understand what that means. It'll be like, oh, okay. Anything too invasive, I will ask of, such as, do you
Well,
know
like
anything?
I said, I'm almost finished already. Yeah.
Such as, what the fuck is this talk of a magical hat? Eve,
Hello.
you recognize this person. You know who this person is.
Oh, and yeah, I do.
Yeah,
Took me a minute.
and they're just staring at you. And as you look at it, you slowly knit together, wait the fucking minute. I know this bitch. And she just smiles at you. Go ahead and give me a perception.
Yeah.
Yes,
If
the Warforged has nothing to do with anything. Yes. You never shouted like you so-called claim.
This game is being recorded, Aquin.
Did not do magic. I said in a very calming voice, I'd like to see you try.
Either way.
natural
That's
one.
a
Doesn't
little
matter.
bit
I did not.
provocative.
Anyway.
Yes. Want to know something? I was completely clueless to the event. You have to understand my situation as well. I had no idea what they were talking about. They were just talking absolute gibberish about what they were trying to do. They just came up to accost us. I
They
asked them
were
a simple question.
checking with...
They ignored me.
They kept stating
matter.
they would get with you afterwards. Seeing as Eve was the prime suspect in it all, she took higher priority than a random robot standing in the middle of the fucking street, randomly talking to the fucking person. The fact that they were talking to the person makes them a slight suspect, and suddenly when two of them appear, the initial guard thought, fucking Christ, magic, what the shit is going on? Causing confusion. After that, you continue to try and jump in front of them and block their fucking
never
proceedings
moved.
by stating
That is
all the
bullshit.
bullshit of constantly
I never
fucking
moved.
doing that.
I never fucking moved, you moron. Never lie. No, rule number one's a DM. Never lie. I never made any movement actions, so don't lie.
Not moved like that. Moved as in the point of trying to interfere.
Error. My
Either way,
character stood
Eve,
still
you do
the
not
entire
notice
time.
anything strange about them.
What was it?
Eve, you don't notice anything strange because you rolled too low.
Yes.
Waiting on the rest of the statements. I assume nobody else is lying.
I'm almost done.
What the fuck are you typing so long?
He's trying to defend himself.
Why do you think? Yeah.
He's gonna rat all of you motherfuckers out.
Yep.
What he has read out? We have nothing. Except not being human. But
Yeah.
that's kind of obvious.
Yeah, you guys are borderline heretics.
But, if anybody
Oh, we like
would
the heretic.
have paid attention to Eve in the cell, it's when she notices the woman, like, for generally speaking, Eve is like more expression wise, you could say, collected, like usually unfazed by most things. From her eyes alone, for the first time, anybody who paid attention to this could see that for once there seems to be an expression of being disturbed. You know, that there's something unsettling.
Yeah. I would also like to state you guys have also noticed the woman who kind of has been keeping a low profile over everything.
All right, there you go.
Right. How many paragraphs is the text that he typed?
Give me a sec. I have to fucking respond to 3 other fucking emails. Give me a sec.
Oh, I could separate it into paragraphs.
You know, I'll deal with yours. It's probably more important. Yeah. Category. Oh, so yeah, you're just being full out honest on them.
Yep. I have nothing to hide.
Oh! Now, up until now.
I'm probably talking shit to the guards. Just remember, Charles, snitches get stitches.
Persuasion check, Charles.
All right. There you go.
How brutally honest could Charles be in this situation?
He's being very brutally honest.
Shit. I mean, he doesn't really need to be. My defense was surely enough, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't see why you would need to give them more details than over the
No,
initial.
Pretty much gave them what they asked for. No additional details given.
Well, that should be fine.
This is the favorite part of the game, where the DM has to sit quietly and write for hours. Isn't it great?
Very tense.
No,
I don't suppose.
it's
I
not
don't
that
suppose
it's not
there's any-
about just cause. Now is it?
Hmm. I mean, we don't have to sit in silence.
Yeah, you guys talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah.
How's the weather?
Sunny. We've said this has been established earlier. Well, where I am, it's nighttime, but as sunny as it can get for nighttime, considering where I live.
Actually, it rained the whole night here, so that was nice to finally cool down. Because the last 3 days, it always like was ridiculously hot. Like I want to say Wednesday last week, it went up to 100 and what was it, 114 Fahrenheit.
Damn. Actually, what is the weather? I think I just got the report now. 108 degrees tomorrow.
I think at some point
Lovely.
it was like 120.
Today
As
it
long
was
as
120.
nobody is in California.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it does say it's 6 degrees cooler than it was today. So today it was a bit over 120. Well, a bit over 110 actually. Hold up. Nah, 6 degree 108 plus 6. I guess if you round up, sort of. Not really. I'd say more 110. 120. When was this?
No, not today, like a couple days ago.
A couple days ago, something like that. Okay. Okay.
Today was pretty nice.
Yeah. I'm gonna get my COVID shot later today.
Woo!
The first one at
Weren't we
least. I
supposed
have
to
to
get
wait
that,
a
like,
month.
a month ago, John?
I think I think I got mine.
You think?
I'm gonna double check. The thing is, I don't know. I got some shot for something. I'm pretty sure that was it.
Yeah. We'll see, though. Stupid fucking the Delta mutation of COVID is apparently only 50% of the vaccines are actually helping against the Delta mutation. I swear to God, we're never gonna get rid of this stupid shit.
Not if it's up to the governments, it won't.
Yeah, if it was for the governments, we'd just be sitting at home for the rest of all fucking days.
Mm.
You know, and if you have relatives or loved ones outside of your fucking country or even city, well, you know, shit out of luck.
Damn. It's like those people.
Well, I guess we'll see. Though America has been opening up a bit again. The visas, at least, are most visas can travel to the United States again. Though the ESTA application, which is for all pretty much central countries in Europe, it's visa-free travel, where you can basically stay in the United States for up to 90 days. That, as far as I'm aware, isn't open yet. But I don't know. It's kind of hard to find information on that shit.
Sorry, my Discord stopped working for a little bit. Has anything happened yet?
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, next week I have a fucking.
Anyway,
I suppose it is worth mentioning that I
Just
am
read
a
over
bit more
everything
I
else.
am a bit more proud of my essays than I am of my roleplay, if that tells you guys anything.
Nice.
Yeah. Fuck public speaking, man.
nah, public speaking is just a thing you have to do
Eh.
over and over again until you get somewhat adequate at it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you have to go outside and shit.
Man, I can't wait for that reliable talent.
Mhm.
Now it's a skill I get.
Bianca, the people that were with you or everyone that was in the shop, you did not have line of sight on Eve or Aquin.
Let me know if they have any further questions.
Yeah, give me a sec. Anyway. Jesus Christ. I see somebody else finished their essay.
Why is everybody writing so much?
Because everyone wants to cover their asses.
Just now realizing that I'm gonna have to go pretty soon.
Great.
Yeah. I'm gonna go get ready. Bring the phone with me.
Okay.
Bianca, is your thing just basically a small summary of what you've done so far?
It's basically just detailing my credentials, a time frame of when I entered the shop and who was with me when by the time the shouting and commotion was going on, and basically that and summary of what I don't know because I just got here.
Right then. Alright, give me a sec. I have to look at the other two that are important. Then I can finally make a fucking decision. Okay. Eve, what persuasion was yours again? No. Where is... Yeah, it was an... It was... Yeah, okay.
It was like a 14. It wasn't too great.
Was it? I thought that was... No, it was
I
sleight of...
don't.
It was sleight of hand to hide the thing. Then you did the persuasion and the perception and the hit and the history were for the other two things. For the girl. So that means the persuasion between the sleight of hand and the perception was for convincing them of your story. Okay. And Charles, your persuasion is obviously for your persuasion. So then, based off of all of that, and everyone else more or less being that of honesty, Eve, you are the one who's staying in jail today.
Yay.
Yes.
Actually, I should have said, Charles, you are not the person staying in jail today. Would have been funnier, but at this rate,
Well,
yeah.
it all comes back to people eventually.
Dude, all I'm gonna say is, like, while Charles is like, if I ever see Charles again, I'm basically just gonna tell him that he owes me, and that I'm gonna take that tent. I forgot to buy one.
I'm stealing your tent, bitch.
Yeah.
Like what's the reasoning?
My
You're so far
testimony
the prime
was
suspect.
Clearly.
I'm the prime suspect. Oh.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were saying why.
They're going
why
to thoroughly investigate it, but now they have reason to keep you. They're going to keep Charles for like another few hours, but eventually they let him go and don't let you go. After hearing everyone's statements.
So wait, who defended who?
I'm not saying shit.
I'm not asking you. I'm asking, like, the people.
I encourage them to
Obviously,
not
you-
say shit either. All I can say, I saw some good arguments, I saw some bad arguments, and I saw a lot of finger pointing. That's all I can say on that situation. And a lot of name calling too. Like, god damn, I didn't think there were so many acronyms for the word moron. But yes. Right then. To my understanding, Jack, you gotta go, yeah?
Yep, in about 20 minutes. Well, not give or take. Maybe a little bit more time, but at least 20 minutes.
I leave that up to you. Do you want to continue?
Uh, for 20 minutes? Sure.
Up to you, man. Because
I mean, I'm ready for when I do have to go, but
because I now
that's
have
not-
to
I'm
write
not-
up the next situation because this went off the fucking beaten path that I thought was going to happen. I didn't expect people to get
If you
arrested.
can fit the time within 20 or so minutes, I'll do just fine. I'm ready to leave.
You guys just roleplay amongst yourselves. I have writing to fucking work out, but after that, yeah, I'm going to go because.
Mm.
Oh boy.
Mike was away from the mouth. If you missed anything, let me know.
Who the fuck am I going to talk to now?
Good question.
I mean, technically, they will allow people to come and visit, but if anyone even so much as touches the bars, they're gonna beat the fuck out of them and throw them in jail.
So I assume I watch everyone leave the jail.
It depends. Are you guys leaving the jail or do you want to stay?
I would assume that I don't see the tabaxi on the way out.
Well, no, the tabaxi's in the cell across from you.
Oh, cool. Gonna
flip him off.
Yeah, sort of. Not really. You know, just a knowing look before I leave. Chin perched high in the air. Alright.
As
Cool.
you're released from jail and the tabaxi is left inside jail.
Oh, did he roll at disadvantage when he did his persuasion check, by the way?
Yes.
Okay.
He still rolled higher than you.
Well, fuck me, I guess. It's fucking dice fucking... Goddamn dice.
Yeah, the dice weren't on your side today. Even when they were on your side today, they fucked you over.
Yup.
Oh, everyone but the tabaxi leaves, right?
Depends. It's up to the party. Do they want to stay and keep
I-
Tabaxi company? Do they want to maybe question why the fuck there's a strange woman constantly staring?
Yeah,
Oh, do I notice
have
that?
a reason
It's
to
kind of
stay.
obvious.
Cool, I'm gonna check that out. Can I just walk up to her then? Can I just...
Yeah, she's staring down the hallway, just blankly.
Hmm. Alright. Is this map that we're looking at current then? I don't think so. Of
No, this is not the.
course not.
The jailhouse.
I'm gonna ask about.
No.
I'm not gonna approach her. I'm gonna ask about her though.
The jailhouse
Not
is
approach her
over
yet.
here. Most of which is underground with not indoor lighting, but proper ventilation and the likes, with bars over top of everything.
Cool. Yeah, I ask about her.
What do you ask her?
Well,
Do you ask
Do the-
about her, or do you ask other people? Do you talk to her, or do you just stare at her like a retard?
I'm gonna ask other people first.
Yeah, she said she's
Gonna ask-
visited. Is simply what the guards tell you as they're filling out massive
Hmm.
piles of paperwork.
Now I'm gonna go talk to her.
Anyone else?
I didn't even get to do any shopping, so
So Alba just fucks off to go and do some shopping.
Hmm.
yeah, I need to buy materials and stuff.
Yep. So I assume you just go and fuck off. Eventually, you pass by the church where Cadus, I assume, is just sitting outside petting their doggo.
Gonna walk up. Yeah.
I had no idea where he was in the first place, so it's just
Oh, you went back to the carts. I mean, the cart would currently be around here, but I'm not moving all the assets because it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I'll be waiting by the cart.
Do I walk? So do I actually encounter Hedis or no?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying he was with the car.
He made his way to the cart.
Oh, okay. Guess I'll.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way,
I
I imagine we all get our stuff back except for
Yes.
the detained
All of you guys have your
individual.
stuff back.
Yay.
Everybody's still clueless on everything that happened, other than corrupt guards trying to assault him.
Ask him.
Oh, well,
If I don't know, I'm not gonna. If I don't.
I mean, I don't know. It's not my character, so I can't say if he does or doesn't just flash it about as much as some people. So you have to ask. And given
Well,
his,
if I don't know, I'm not going to.
well,
ask.
I don't know if you know is the problem.
Okay, I'll just.
Just message them. It'll save me time. Either way.
So, yeah, approaching this lady. Apparently.
Yes.
I don't have much time.
They
Madam,
inform me that they're just visiting a friend. There are other
they
people.
inform me of her saying they inform me of her, right?
I mean,
what
the
did she
guards
say?
just tell you that she said she's here visiting a friend.
Okay. But she's staring right at us, right?
Not at you guys, just down the hall towards the
No.
jail cells.
Just down the hall, just there to visit a friend?
Yeah, she's just staring.
And to be clear, she was there when we were taken in as well, right?
Yes, you can, Bianca. No, she came in after you guys.
On second thought, I don't think Charles feels any need to address her. Besides, I don't think I have much time to hold conversation anyway.
Yeah, I figured as much. I'm actually going to, after this roll, I'm probably going to call it here anyway. Because today has been busy. I mean, you look and you do see it. Bianca.
Oh, okay. And so just.
And with that, I'm going to call it here.
Oh, okay. Well. What was the message then?
Yeah. I'm going to call it here for today because. Goddamn. Alright then.